I know. I know.
Right. Um, so we do some warm ups that we don't normally do, just so we can wait until because you're not normally here. Normally I just draw lines and stuff, or sit in my other apps drawing stuff. What?
Well, we don't need to do that because I am here. I am present.
What TV? No drawing any now.
Oh, and it needs a Bobby. Oh no.
Just to start like that way. There you go.
Only thing drawing the page is a Bobby.
See the did you see that wee woodcut thing that I'm doing on Etsy?
Aye, the thing. Aye, you were talking to me about it last week. I think after the stream
Or just about actually
about
doing it? Aye.
about the idea about what you were doing.
Aye. I was a bit nervous about doing it all and that, and it's going all right, man. It's going pretty damn well actually.
Good. That's good, mate. That's good because I suppose like the idea behind it like works out
Aye.
in the like in the overall scope if it does go well. Know what I mean? If it does go well, it kind of that kind of works out better than
Not
just
going well.
selling it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Aye.
The first day I realised, right, that's me covered postage for anywhere in the world. And then the second day, I think, well, this is all just me making money now. And then this is 3 days and it's been selling every day. Didn't even post anything about it
It's
though.
it. I kind of I suppose as long as you, pardon me, as long as you make as long as you make postage and kind of cover the materials you used,
Aye.
then anything above that's fair game.
Aye, so I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if I was thinking about I just don't know what I says at the end of last week, but if it goes well, it's that worrying thing, do you do it like bi-monthly and then are you oversaturating with my artwork? But surely an A5 sketch is nothing. And not if somebody likes your art, they want something better than that. Usually, like when I buy art off somebody, they usually give you a
Uh-huh.
A5 sketch free. Know what I mean?
Aye, you always sketch something and put it in with it.
Aye.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I don't know. I'll see how it goes, see what the kind of feedback it is. I think if you're always making something nice that people want, surely they'd be interested in it. But then I think, what do I want all these A5 prints for? If these A5 original arts. But then I think if you've got four, you can put them all on one canvas, one frame. And then if you get eight,
Or
you can
you
just
can
buy a
put
bigger
them,
frame and put them.
all individually in frames
Aye. Yeah.
and have like a wee created by Imrie sketch wall.
A shrine.
A shrine with a picture of your face in the middle.
Which people can find on the internet, remember that? That's like that guy found that one, so I'm like, what's
Oh,
going on here?
that shit's terrifying, man.
Aye.
Um, have we started?
Aye, it's on. Aye, it's on. It's obviously the first wee while there's never anybody in.
All
Um,
right, okay.
so I don't think we're that
Um,
important. We're not like a prime time TV where people say, right, we need to be in to watch that. Like, remember, you used to be in the house at 6 o'clock on a Sunday to watch The Simpsons?
I know.
Out your
I think
mates and
I
everybody would just
think
scatter. Simpsons is on.
I think we need to upgrade it. I think we need like what cameras. I think we need cameras on us, and cameras on us, and for them to be able to see what we're on. I think that's a good idea.
Aye.
I don't know because but I just want to see you sweat, mate.
That's all it would be. Just me. Pick my nose and that. Not realising.
Oh,
Spending
brilliant.
15 minutes looking for my pencil when it's behind my ear the whole time, everybody just laughs.
That's what I'm talking, mate. That's quality entertainment. That's quality viewing. It's good content. Good content.
Right, let's go for it. What we doing then? Let's see what we're going. So, the theme.
Right. So theme. Right. I have a surprise.
Right.
The surprise this week is we've been having a bit of a conundrum when it comes to the whole prompt and you can ask people on Instagram or whatever, Facebook, whatever you're doing, but sometimes you get a lot of the same kind of stuff.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Pardon me. I feel we draw a lot of things fighting,
Aye.
right?
Aye.
So like, there's a lot of aggression. Like, I mean, I know you draw cute stuff as well, right? But like, all your robots look like they want to fucking do something, right? So, like, and like, I draw this one guy that keeps that's in
Chopping
danger of
things
getting
up.
eaten all the time. Aye, so so like, I thought maybe we'd take ourselves out of our comfort zone a wee bit, and I went online and found a prompt generator,
Right.
right? Right, and this prompt generator,
Ah, I'm glad I've
wait
not
a
got a
minute,
camera on us.
right? This prompt generator, it's a writer's idea plot generator, right?
Right.
So I don't even have to select anything. I just press a button and it generates a random plot for us, right?
Right, right. So you've not
So
got pre-picked ones. You're just going to do that the now.
I'm just going to do that now, mate. I'm just going to do that right now, right? But what we can do is we can click through a few. We don't have to do the first one. We get right. We can click through a few, and like if you like the sound of one, then we'll go with it, right? Right. So let's go. Click.
Aye, go
Here we
for it.
go. A manipulative funeral director has a day to recapture a portal to another world. The story is made difficult by escaping through the city drainage system. Right. Look at that. Right. Okay. Well, here's the second one. After
Wait.
a criminal,
Is that saved somewhere?
I did save it. Yes, I saved it, mate. I took a screenshot.
Right, aye, because
Um,
that was quite interesting, quite Rick and Morty.
I know. It was quite interesting. Right. This is the second one. After a criminal priest loses some ever, After a criminal priest loses some ever-expanding gloop, they are pursued by a group of lost hikers. What? I mean, what? It could be anything,
Aye.
right? Right. Um, Number 3. After an intellectual fireman creates a canal boat, they are pursued by 3 sisters. The plot is reduced to chaos by a new witness.
A what? A male witness?
A new witness.
That one's rubbish. Don't
Um,
screenshot that one.
an animal trainer is the victim of an abduction. Simple as just one like this, just one sentence. Right, there's the next one. After a geeky train driver discovers a tatty hotel, he is pursued by a chapter of bikers. The circumstances are destabilised by a meeting.
There's kind of a recurring theme coming on here, isn't there?
Yes, there is, mate. I see that.
A lot of chases, people getting chased. Geeky folk are, aye.
Oh, when they make a wish that comes true, a group of stranded aliens go on a sea voyage.
Right.
I kind of like that.
I like that. Right, I like that, and I like the. Was it the was it the priest with the portal?
What? I'm sorry, I pressed it again now before we finished, and this isn't funny, right? It's a bit morbid.
Well, you were laughing. It's just your sense of humour, right?
I'm just, I apologise. A terminally ill personal assistant is implicated in slander. Like, what the fuck?
Aye, that's a bit. That one. Do that. Let's do that one. Been like one of the big steel lung. Somebody coming in and accusing them of stuff. I don't care if you're dying. Right. You can't be saying they kind of things.
Mate, I've just found it. I think I've just found it. I pressed it again there. A lawyer using extortion to obtain a giant dog. What? I'm saving that. I'm going to save these for other weeks because I think they're
right.
A psychiatrist steals a rare beetle. Right. So what was the other ones? What was the ones that we liked?
The funeral,
We
the
have
funeral director.
a manipulative funeral director has a day to recapture a portal to another world. The story is made difficult by him escaping through the city drainage
So,
system.
so if we're going
I
to use
think
these, can we
that.
maybe pick parts of them?
Aye.
I don't
Aye,
really
we
why it
could,
needs
of
to be
course,
a
we could, because
manipulative funeral director. Just could be. So that's a lot of story to try and fit in one page panel.
yes, mate, it's too much. Aye, definitely. Um,
And then there was
what
the
else? The priest. A criminal priest loses some ever-expanding gloop.
does he pray to get that look, or is that does he invent it?
I think he invents it.
Please God, I need something to save humanity. Here, have this ever expanding gloop. But be careful though, because there's going to be a bunch of hikers after you. And you know what the hikers are like with their spiky boots and their knee high socks.
Oh, you could make the hikers the boys' brigade.
I just turn
Don't
over.
know if that.
Oh, right, right over my head there. Older ones though, ones that have been through things.
Let me see. What else? Fuck. What else would we get?
This reminds me of
No.
when you're sitting trying to find a film on Netflix, whereas you'll just keep clicking
Totally.
and clicking. I think we should do it. We're only allowed to do it one more time, right? And then we need to decide one.
Right. Whoa. Right. Okay. Do you want to do it one more time?
One
Let's
more
do one
time.
more time then. Right. One more time. Okay. Santa impersonator and a demoralised doctor conspire to go on strike.
Aye, I like that. Something about that. There's just like a really rubbish, grubby looking Santa in the middle of June, and a doctor, and the both of them are sitting having a fag, and they're like, by the way, I've had enough of this. They're just constantly pushing us and pushing us, and the doctor's agreeing, he's like, aye, I've got all these hours I need to work, and the Santa impersonator's saying, aye, I've got all these hours to work, and I'm thinking, you don't work any hours, it's June. But what we should do is we should strike. That's gold, by the way. See if we hadn't just done the one last week with like the shady lighting and all that, and then round the wee hang, that would have worked, I think.
Oh, I would have, mate. I would have, but we can't do that because we're all about non-consistency
Aye,
when it comes to these things.
I like the one about the giant dog and the portal.
Aye, I like the portal. I like the giant dog one just because it's incredibly random. Let me see. I also like the one when they make a wish that comes true. A group of stranded aliens go on a sea voyage.
So
I kind of like that as well.
if we could maybe change the aliens to something else though, if you know what I mean.
I know, because we don't want to draw aliens as one.
A lot of aliens.
A
group of priests.
I kind of do like the Santa impersonator and demoralised doctor. I like that, but I don't know. I'm strongly feeling the lawyer uses extortion to obtain a giant dog.
I mean, see that one, like the hanging one, right? So you could have like these shots, right? So it's these kind of eyes up close. You can see things, right? Can't really tell what it is. And he's like a speech bubble talking about how hard his job is and all that, and then this other guy's sitting, he's talking about how hard his job is and how they feel as if they're getting walked over all the time. And they kind of like have like a wee meeting of eyes or something, where they realise that they're in this together, and then it cuts to the last panel, and one of them's like a doctor. No, I'm not taking away from any Santa impersonators that might be listening, right? But it's not the same standard of job as a doctor.
No, fuck that, man. You're a fraud. You're an absolute fraud, right? Okay. Plain and simple, right?
Aye.
I'll say it. I'll give the hard truths here, mate. I will put down the hard fucking truths. Fraudulent, right? Yeah, you smell of beef and cheese.
What?
It's not.
Have you got some sort of a repressed memories here? It's like,
You never seen an elf when he's an elf with Will Ferrell when he goes up to the guy and they're like Santa's here and he's like, oh my god, I know him, and he gets up to him, he's like, you're not Santa, and he's just like, beat it, buddy, and he's just like, you don't even smell like Santa, you smell like beef and cheese.
right. I'm not a Will Ferrell fan.
What?
Nah, I
Come
feel
on,
as if all he does is just shout. These films, he just
he
shouts.
does.
Aye, and it
He
grates
does.
on
I
me.
shout a lot as well, though. That's how I like him.
I think it reminds me too much of my 5-year-old. So that could be an idea for that one.
Aye, like I think I like the idea of them sitting talking, but I like the idea of them sitting talking and never locking eyes, like just sitting there beside each other,
Aye,
like just totally like
head
totally
down,
fucked like Santa's. Like
shoulders
like
crossed.
Santa's kind of sitting there on wherever it is they're sitting at
A
her,
bus
and he's
stop.
like they're slouched. They're all the two of them are slouched there, and there's some sort of chat back and forward about that could go both ways. Maybe a minute to think about that. I mean, the chat, we can always put the chat in.
I lost someone today, or they didn't make it, and he's going on about how you need to try and word it so they don't know it's Santa.
Something about like what about if the doctor's like if he was like delivering a baby, if he like delivers babies, he works in maternity, and he's just been delivering all day, and he talks about how many deliveries all these deliveries are going to break him.
Aye.
And Santa's like, oh, I know your pain, and he's just like, but you're not a real Santa. And he's like, listen, I'll tell you something. I don't know where I was going at. I apologise.
Aye.
I kind of lost my train of thought there.
Is it maybe the wrong month to be doing Santa, or does it seem fine if we just go with it?
I think we should just go with it.
Aye, let's do it.
And we can put the type in afterwards.
Right, so
Will I put my boxes down? I'll do some boxes.
Aye, so
I'm going to do some boxes. Oh no, mate. Whoa. Hey.
no.
Sorry. I don't know. I like nice, neat, tidy boxes.
What, mine's aren't? Super neat lines, like.
No, they were messy. They were messy, Kate. Put them away. Put your
That's
messy
weird, 'cause
boxes
things
away.
like that do normally stress me out.
Right. I so like
A lot of dead space here, isn't
do
there?
like a. Well, I suppose there is. There's a wee bit of space there. Oh, that was a tiny wee box. I didn't want that tiny wee box. You go home, tiny wee box.
I still can't figure out how you. Aye, that was a good one.
That one a wee bit better.
There's nothing there now.
It's a bit bigger. It's a bit bigger.
Got Red Spider in, and Hellbound says he'll be on. Has to get a few things to catch up on. Hi, Red Spider.
Yeah.
Aye, Red Spider. Wonder if it's a Red Spider. I'll just go Red. I shouldn't try and say people's names. So for anybody that's joining in and drawn along with us, it's the theme. The theme this week is a demoralised Santa and Doctor have a conversation about going on strike.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
very, very serious topic that we're tackling this week.
Very, very serious. Very serious. Um, we got it from a prompt generator for stories. If anybody wants the name of the generator, I'll put it in the Discord. I'll drop it into the Discord, the address. It's 2 seconds. Something's happening here.
What's up?
Aye, that's better.
Right, so I'm John Santa.
Yes. Or am I drawing the doctor?
Aye.
Or you draw Santa, I'll draw the doctor.
Aye.
Right, let's do that.
We're going to.
I'm just working out where I'm going to put these panels in. So we'll put that first one there. Don't know if I made that one too big. I'm just being pernickety now.
John Santa. I don't think I've ever drew Santa in my life. Oh, his eyes are a bit far apart there, aren't they? See, I thought we'd have had like maybe the speech bubbles in the middle there. You know what I mean?
Aye, that's maybe a good. That's maybe a good idea, and I'll just bring you. They made Santa's box a wee bit bigger then. If you had just a wee tiny smidge bigger, that's just me being.
Santa's.
You know, instead of just trying to think, just going to rub it out. Right. See, I tried going undoing things in this, and it's quite difficult because it only goes back 5 steps.
Oh,
And usually,
doesn't.
by the time you want to undo something, you've went further than 5 fucking steps.
See, I don't really have these kind of problems. I tend to just rub everything out.
Aye, well, I only use undo when I usually find when I'm drawing in Procreate, I do it a lot. Like my finger will scuff the drawing, and like a wee line will show up on the drawing somewhere that I didn't actually put in, and I just like to use undo to fix that. But sometimes I don't realise until like I've finished doing something else, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm going to have to go back and like rub all the wee bits out in between the rest of the black ink work, so that I don't actually mess up what I've done.
Aye, but see, in my Procreate setup, my finger rubs out. So, you can change that, by the way. So
I
that
think
you
I'll be doing that.
maybe just do like a wee line, do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Which I sometimes see. So I always remember that you'd have this piece done, and then you'd be walking, maybe like zoomed in like this, and then you'd zoom out and there's a big line right up the middle of the whole thing. I'm like, what?
Aye, what the fuck's just happened?
But then you would try to undo it and it wouldn't undo. Think, when was this? When was this done?
Somebody's come in here and doing my shit.
Check this out, I'm getting my shading in already. Just have cookies in these spare, didn't they? Aye, that's Santa without being Santa in it. Quite like that, Santa, actually. Quite like that wee panel just done.
Aye, definitely Santa.
It looks evil more than done in. I was thinking, see like this panel here. So you can maybe have in this panel, it can maybe other squares, right? These squares may overlap. I quite like that overlap. It can maybe just be like a close up to his hands. He's maybe playing about with a bottle. You know what I mean?
Oh, did you know? See up here, see when we did the three panels up here.
Aye.
I was going to do the Doctor in this panel, right, and then I was going to go the next panel. Was going to be Santa. I was going to say was Santa like holding a cigarette, like he's sitting smoking a cigarette. But I drink just the same.
I'm trying to think what I would like, what we could like against here, because it could be a right close up to him. Sometimes it's weird. Could you just be holding, like you'd have the bottle? Kind of talking to myself now, sorry. I'm drunk down the bottle. Could be these wee fat hands, how do you hold a fag? Aye, two hands, maybe one holding a fag. The other one's got one of the brown paper bags. Just the top of the bottle coming out. You can kind of see part of his buttons and his furry collars. I've always been a fan of the kind of panels. See when you've got a comic page and it's maybe got the character broke down into squares, so the top panel would be the head, the middle one would be like the middle part of the body, and the bottom one would be like the feet. But they don't line up, if you know what I mean. But it's the right parts.
I like when somebody's getting ready to do something. That's kind of how, like, that's kind of how one of the pages in Worlds Collide is, or Kit.
And what?
In one of the pages that we did already.
That comic that
one of the kind of.
We need to get back to that, man.
Oh, definitely did like it's actually silly that we've not, because like I know there's a couple of bits that you want to redo, and there's a couple of bits that I want to fix, but it's kinda all been drawn and all been written.
See, next week, this time next week, you need to come with one full finished page, and so do I.
I've got several.
Full finished, full colour.
Aye,
I've not seen that. I've done 3, didn't I? I just wasn't happy
aye,
with them.
aye. You just said you wanted to go back and add a couple of wee bits in.
It's because I felt as if how
Um,
long ago we done it. I feel as if stuff changed. Do you know what I mean?
the story you said you wanted to portray certain bits a bit differently. There were certain scenes that you felt
I think it was just
could have been.
my drawing more than the actual scenes. Do you know what I mean? I just felt as if my drawing. Aye, there was the bit that there's a bit that didn't make sense, and then when we changed the amount of pages, I felt as if that needed fixed and all.
Aye, that did. Aye,
Aye, we need to
that's
start.
kind of
We should start meeting up. The first 15 minutes
yes,
before we come on stream has to be World's Collide chat, and we need to be bringing what we've done.
yes, yes. Because like I said, mate, it's pretty, it's it's pretty much there. Like we did a hell of a lot, and then we just kind of stopped at a certain point, and it's like,
Aye.
um, but aye, because it's not going to take us long to finish it, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's not
Aye,
going
so
to
we need
take
to
us long
start
to finish
bringing
it at
each
all.
week, and then we'll have something, and then we can take it from there. So next week I need to bring something, you need to bring something new.
Oh
Zero,
yes,
we've got a cracking prompt for you this week, mate. Santa and a doctor,
demoralised.
demoralised doctor, having a conversation about going on strike. But we might not even use that, we might not, we just go to say Santa, a demoralised Santa and a demoralised doctor having a conversation about work. Aye, we go with that. Because we don't need to have the strike part at the bottom, do we? Because I feel as if we've kind of set a tone. And it's kind of...
No, we don't have to have the strike part. I think just the whole demoralised bit
Aye.
and
And
the whole thing
chat.
about deliveries,
Mm-hmm.
like the whole delivery chat. I think
Can I get a
that's
square?
going to work out well.
Can I get a square underneath?
You want a wee square, son?
Aye, a wee square, aye.
A wee rolling square? I'll get you a wee rolling square. Wait a minute. Where do you want it? Just underneath?
Aye, see the way I've done that? I've kind of drew it in for you. I don't want to try and draw it myself because
Oh right, I see.
you don't like my squares.
How are we constructing this? Wait a minute.
Well, I was thinking that'd be...
Are you doing that in a square?
Aye, and then you could have
And
a
then I'll
similar
do a
square
wee
here.
square there,
Aye.
and we'll aye, cool. That sounds good. Right, do you want me to kind of kick this out a wee bit, this square, or
Aye, don't, it needs to be, it can't be in line. Don't give me that, that'll stress me out.
like that?
There's nothing there yet. Aye.
Aye, right. I'll just and I'll delete this wee line that's coaching in there.
Any news
It'll
back for
be-
Australia World Series?
No, not yet. Nothing.
I think they did say a week,
Nothing.
about a week, wasn't it?
Aye, like 10 days or something like that. But I think they were doing it once they'd closed
Aye.
entries. I don't know if applications have been closed yet.
Oh, right. When I was speaking to him, he was saying it was going to be about a week where he was going to start letting people know. But he was saying that there's been like 150 and like they want to make sure they give everybody the time. Everybody deserves the same quality time, do you know what I mean? They look through. It seems pretty decent to him.
Oh,
I think you just see people
aye,
say, nah.
definitely.
You know what I mean? And
Aye, that's cool.
So I think he did. Let's see, we were in that talk and he was talking about stuff. He said, I'll get back to you tomorrow. And that was like a week later. And he's like, listen, things have been going a bit slower, so I don't think that means everything, do you know what I mean?
Well, pardon me.
There's
When
a wee line
you
in here,
told
sorry.
me,
See that?
on you go.
There's a line in there, inside.
Oh, I see him. Aye, when you told me about when you were saying to me the Illustrator World Series, I was like at first, I didn't know what you were talking about at first. And then I went on to it, and I was already following the page, and I was like, right, wait a minute.
You must have been
And
supporting me last year.
I went into my inbox, dude, and I had sent them a message, and I was just like, how the fuck do I get in this?
Right. So how come Imrie's on this and I'm not? What's just going on here?
No, dude, I literally must have sent that. I sent that message months ago, and I was like, I can't even remember doing this. Like when you told me about it, I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. And then, then I went on and looked. I was like, oh wait a minute, I pestered these people before.
I know how I get in because see the year I wasn't in it,
Aye.
I was like super active on their page because like Ewan was in it and so was Hatch again and Cy
Ah.
Mitchell.
So they must have seen you and went, oh, that guy's good.
Aye,
Let's get him in on it.
and I think that's how I get in early. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm. Well, if it happens, it happens. If it Disney, it Disney. But it would be cool. It would definitely be cool. But if I get in, man, I'm definitely going for that money.
I'm in it to win it.
Fucking right,
There's no.
fucking. I need half measures. I don't know. I don't like the eyes they're keeping. Take the eyes back.
I feel as if I'm definitely calling on my inner spaceboy tonight with my drawing. Stealing your style now. Mine's gone.
No, it's never happening, mate.
So where did you get the idea to do all the kind of big black areas? So I just came to one night, just doodling away and started just colouring loads of bits in black and
I know. Don't let it come to you too much, mate, or I may have to fight you. Right. I've just decided to give this guy some glasses because
he's a doctor. That's what he needs, is it not? That's what doctors have. All of them. I
it's
wish
definitely
I
the
was cool
doctor's
enough to know
hand.
how to smoke. Is it still a cool thing to do nowadays? I don't think it is cool nowadays, isn't it? It's just to be weird growing up.
I don't think anything's cool nowadays unless everybody says it's cool, and then you can say it's cool. But if only some people think that it's cool, it's not cool.
I know how to find out. We can
Because
find out what's cool. Go and ask your daughter. Is this cool now? Are we too old to be asking? Do we know it's cool? I'll ask a
oh,
13-year-old.
what was it she said to me the other day? I wasn't allowed to say anymore.
Awesome.
Oh no, it was. Oh no, she said that to me already. She said that to me when she was in primary school. Oh my god, you're not allowed to say that, Dad. I was like, I'm not allowed to say awesome. Why am I not allowed to say awesome? She's like, because only people in their 30s say awesome. And I was like, well, congratulations. You found something in his 30s.
I'm in my 30s.
What was it? It'll come to me. It's something. It's something that like. Oh, that's it. Like I'll say. I say sometimes. We always used to say it like as a joke when we were younger. Oh, that's bussing. Check
Bussing.
that out, right? Bussing like busting caps, like like, kind of thing, right? Right. So we always used to say that, like when I was like 17, 18. We used to say stuff like that, and I said that. My partner came in the other day. She's like, apparently you're not allowed to say bussing anymore, and I was like, who the fuck said that? And she was just like, your daughter. And I was like, right, wait a minute, you sort this out. And I was like, why exactly am I not allowed to say busting anymore? She was just like, because because it's cringy, because you're old. And I was like, right, wait a minute. I says, where do you think that came from? She was just like, I don't really care. It's just, you shouldn't say it anymore.
Like, get out of my room. You're an old man.
That old man was just like, man, listen, there's been multiple times I'll say something to her, and she's just like,
Just not get
Dad,
pure cool because you're like an artist and that.
just don't. Aye, like our wee pals, our wee pals at school were always just like, oh, your dad's awesome. He's not like my dad. Like, my dad's into football and stuff like that. Your dad's into cool stuff, spray paints and stuff like that. And she's like, aye, cool, whatever. It's it's just she's not bothered at all.
Is she into art?
Aye, she um, she loves drawing, and she's got a very strange style. Like, it's almost she loves a meme. She loves a meme. So all her artwork's very memey.
Right.
And she's kind of developed a wee style round about like memey looking stuff. It's kind of awesome. Do.
Sorry, I was having something else in the background there. As if I was just not listening.
Oh, they rarely do. I don't know if you can hear music. Can you hear music in the background
not
there?
at all, man. No.
Right, that's all right then, because I didn't want to have to apologise for my neighbour's tragic choice of music.
Over the back, I was like to blast Whitney Houston.
Yeah. Listen, don't say anything about Whitney Houston. Right?
Do you sit and listen to Whitney Houston albums? Whitney Houston albums. If you've sat and listened to a Whitney Houston album from start to finish in the house on your own, I'm ending the stream right now.
Well, funny story, right?
I've actually got a tattoo and everything.
I grew up listening to that stuff. My house was always full of like R&B, and my mum was into that kind of.
So you've listened to a Whitney Houston album on your own, full start to finish?
I did when I was growing up. A couple of things. It was a few songs, maybe not the whole album, but there was definitely certain songs.
I'm sure you were laughing at me about Bon Jovi a couple of weeks ago.
No, mate, don't laugh about. Nobody laughs about Bon Jovi. Who laughs about Bon Jovi? I definitely did not laugh at you about Bon Jovi.
Right,
That wasn't me.
That's alright then.
Right. Demetrius isn't here, so I'll say it was Demetrius. Right. I'll say it was him, and he was laughing at you about Bon Jovi.
Right, aye. I need to have words with him.
Aye, definitely. It needs to happen.
Let's see what you are. I think the bottom panel has to be me, Santa, murdering the Doctor, because that's definitely how it looks as if it's going. Don't worry about it, mate. Everything will be alright in a couple of minutes. Step, step, step.
Stop, there you go already. Like, we're turning it for something that's maybe not so wholesome, maybe a bit emotional. Listen, somebody has to die. I just don't like this guy's face. I don't think he looks depressed enough.
Fine, he looks massively depressed.
I think so.
Aye. I see, my Santa just looks angry. That was fine with it. I don't get hung up on things for as long. I just move on. and then explain it to people. No, he's not angry, he's sad. It's a sad Santa. See, the reason is most people won't know the difference because how often do you see Santa and he's not happy? See? So nobody's got any kind of thing to call back on. Logic.
Logic.
Oops. Are you doing the Draw My Robot thing this month? Pokemon?
I'm unsure.
Are you a Pokemon fan?
I'm unsure.
Anybody in the chat doing it?
Well, I think we've talked about this before, man. I'm not.
Have we?
I'm not a Pokemon fan. I wasn't a Pokemon fan when it was out years ago, but actually yesterday, my wee boy said he wanted to start watching Pokemon, the cartoon.
Oh,
so
right.
we did.
Did you watch it? We spoke about episode 1, didn't we? On here.
No. Did we?
Episode 1 of Pokemon. Do you know, I think that's pure gut wrenching.
Aye, it's
Heart-wrenching.
pretty. It's mate. Listen, a lot of people should have died in that episode.
It's heavy,
Right?
man.
Pikachu, like fucking like electrocuted everybody. There was one point, I'm pretty sure his mum's eyeball looked like it was popping out her skull.
Has the first episode got the Spearows in it?
Yes.
Aye, and he's covering them and all that, and he's getting pecked to bits, and I'm watching it, I think, God's sake, man. I'm just fighting back tears.
Well, we watched that.
You laughed at that,
I'm not.
You're like, go get him in the eyes.
Fucking eat that wee yellow hamster. Get him.
For people that are just kind
No,
missing out jokes, Spaceboy was laughing at somebody who was on their deathbed getting took to court over slander.
this is not true. This is not true at all.
What I'm saying is true. I'm not saying it was a real person, no, that's... His sense of humour is definitely a bit strange.
Aye, see, I laugh when things make me uncomfortable.
By the way, I'm the same.
So this is one of these really weird things, because if something makes me really uncomfortable, I just burst out laughing, right? And it's I can't help it, and it's really inappropriate at a lot of times. It's really inappropriate, but it's like a reflex. I can't help it.
See, I've always had this thing where people think I'm dead confident, but see, if I'm uncomfortable or I'm nervous, I talk more. It's like my defence mechanism is just to throw out words. You know what I mean? Just random things. And it comes across as being confident, but I'm not inside, I'm terrified.
Confident or full of cocaine?
Both, aye. What's he on? Done. Could think of a joke to follow it up, but I failed miserably there.
Right, do you think this girl looks depressed enough?
Aye, totally. But we would take it to the chat if anybody's getting involved tonight. Do we have a depressed doctor? This one here, just in case you aren't too sure about the one.
We were asking who's depressed.
That is a joker, isn't it? The Joker. Casimir says you like the Joker laughing when it's not appropriate. You should carry a card about to give to people. I'm sorry.
Aye, well, I don't know how that would go. I think I'll just avoid uncomfortable situations.
I think the difference with Spaceboy and the Joker is Spaceboy's about 6'5", giant. I don't think many people would say much about it. He's laughing at this. Well, he can. I'll let him away with it. He can get away with this. This time.
Randy does a thug all the time.
No, I've just been a big person.
My granny says it to me. Even my granny says it to me.
You're
You
a
know,
thug.
so you can't avoid it. And your granny turns around and tells you, listen, right, you can't just go up and if a wee old woman looks like she needs help across the road, you can't just go up and take her arm, right? You can't just do that, right? She thinks you're going to kidnap her. Right? Can't just do it. It's I actually did it one day in Victoria Road,
Were we talking
Common
about a
Hill.
kidnapping, or were
So,
we talking about taking somebody across?
no, I walked up to some. There was this wee old lady. She had a wee trolley with her, and like the road was mental because people were going through lights and everything. It was around about Christmas time, and I had a big like, a big camouflage jacket on. I had a Sherma scarf across my face, and my hat pulled, a beanie hat pulled in like just above my eyes,
And
so
that
all you could
samurai
see was
sword that he
this slit.
carries in his back all the time.
Uh, and I walked up and I went like that, and I kind of put. She was standing with her arm like on a hand in her hip, and I put my arms through the loop of her arm, right, and took her arm, and she looked up at me, and I swear I looked down at her, and I was smiling under the scarf, and I was going to help her across the road, like 'cause she had bags as well.
But smiling eyes,
So like
when the only thing you can see his eyes is evil.
Picked up the bags and went like that and smiled at her. And she kind of like staggered back a wee bit, and she looked like she was going to have a heart attack.
I don't
And
know.
I had to pull my scarf down and go like that. I was only going to help you across the road. I'm sorry. And she was just like, oh, okay then.
I don't know what planet you're on. You thought that was a good idea without anyway saying something.
Oh mate, I don't even know. I must have been feeling good that day and just seen the old lady and went, fucking help her across the road.
You need to learn to
Good
trot
deed
and
of the
draw.
day, you know that. And I could have, I could have killed her. I could have killed an old lady. Right. I don't know how to get across that this guy is a doctor.
You can have a stethoscope.
That's what I'm kind of trying to give him, but stethoscopes are.
You can have, like, you can say, there, next panel.
Right, take them away. Take them away quickly.
By the way, see, Zero's like, here are your bags, get in the van, lady. That's totally, she was like, what's going on here?
I know, mate. Mate, I didn't even think when I did it. I didn't even think. I was just like I said. I was just like, I'm going to go do something good today. And I did that, and I came home and told Nicky, and Nicky was like,
What are you
"What the
doing?
fuck were you thinking? What were you doing? What do you mean? The old lady thought she was going to die."
Oh, there's Zero. And in fact, people like the fish.
Yeah.
Eh?
Aye, the fish was good.
Aye, but remember, he was trying to catch. It's like a fish. This can be any animal. Do a fish. So I put it to the vote on social media. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting until he asks something. I'll be right in there.
Just asked him to do a spider.
I've done a spider. I've even done
Good
one of
spider.
the. You might not have seen it though. I don't share everything I draw. I don't get time for that. I draw too much. Eh, I've even done like a wee beetle. See, like the wee beetles with the things in their faces, like crowns.
Uh,
Aye, everybody
a stag
agrees on
beetle.
it. Aye, maybe. Ones I've got like the kind of. So if that's the wee beetle, right? They've got like the big bits. Do you know what I mean? That'd be his wee eyes.
I don't know
No, do
what
you
the
know what I'm
one's called.
thinking? I'm
With
thinking
like
a boat
that. A
with a
rhinoceros
sail.
beetle.
I think it's something. No, they've got the big kingy ones, haven't they? Aye, there must be a
It's
few different
like,
types of beetles like that then, isn't there?
aye, there's plenty of types.
Beetles have cool faces. Can we do the bottom square? Can we get that on?
Yes.
Everybody in the chat agrees that what you've done was nuts. And that's nothing to do with
Aye,
your
mate,
granny
I
faith.
know. I know. I know.
Oh, by the way, have you seen
Well,
what you
do
can
you
get?
know what? I just have to live with it.
Aye. Maybe just ask next time. You can buy
Or
like
maybe just no fucking do that.
Aye, just don't help people.
Aye.
I find
Especially.
it's easier to get through life without helping people. I always remember once we were in town, me and my mate, and we were down in Glasgow and see where Cassar is, there's that set of lights and it's the corner that comes round and it's all just one way.
Uh-huh.
Down next to HMV. It's always rammed, man, with cars, buses and people.
Mm-hmm.
So we were down there once and there was a wee old man crossing. The wee old man actually fell in the middle of the road and we were maybe about 30 metres away from him. And see the amount of people that walked past him by the time we got to him. So we were the first ones to get to him and then rob him and then run. No. Like, we were the first people to actually help him. And then see when we started helping him up, everybody started helping him up. And what do you do? There's two ways. There's enough people here to help the man up. There was maybe way more people.
Crowd surfing. Did you do some of that? Everybody just came together.
That's what it was like. And it was like, you alright? It's like, where was everybody else? Like, that walked past him? Why is people only helping him now? Do you know what I mean?
Everybody's just like, no, mate, I had him. He's alright. I've got him, mate. Oh, no, mate, I've got him.
But I did feel bad.
No, you're alright. I picked you up first, mate.
We were in Glasgow not long ago, and there was a guy steaming and he fell. It looked as if he lived, a homeless guy. And I was with Claire, and I was like, just, come on, just go. And see that way, like, I felt what I should have done there and then, but see, since that happened, I keep, like, I think, I shouldn't have done that, man. Should have just made sure it was alright at least, do you know what I mean? There's loads of people there, it wasn't as if I felt bad about it. It's got a guilty conscience.
That just makes you a good person, Craig. That makes you a good person.
A good person would have helped him. Then robbed him and ran.
You might not have got much, but I suppose what did it for the experience?
Still these two odd shoes. Hey. Tied them together and threw them up over the power lines. By the way, I seen that. Like, I seen a real pair of Converse over power. It must have been telephone lines in it, we don't have that here. Just round the corner for SWG3. I know that sounds, why am I excited about this? Because that's not a thing that happens in Scotland. That's a thing you see in like Boys in the Hood. Or Friday.
Aye. And you're more likely to see something like that run about SWG3 and it's been somebody that goes there that's done it.
It's art.
Aye.
There's a picture of it somewhere and you can buy a print, limited edition.
A print yet?
No, that was a joke. It was a joke.
I was going to say, man, I was like, that's a bit much. That's
By the way, right, speaking of prints, right, so see, I get prints, right, and they're shiny. But other people get prints. I buy prints off people and it's as if...
And then that.
Aye, and it's as if the paper's not affected by the ink. What's the different kind of prints? What am I looking for to get them like that?
Glycine prints, I think.
Is it? Is that what that is? Aye.
I think so. Different. There's different. With different. You're the guy that you. Are you a print?
No, I'm a box maker. I say I'm a printer.
Oh.
Because it's just easier.
You've been lying to me all this time. I thought I was in an art relationship with a fucking printer.
Oh no!
And you're telling me now that you're a box maker?
No, the place I work's not even that kind of printing.
Fuck me.
We've got, by the way, I'll tell you this. See where I work, the print machine that I don't work on. It's the most expensive print machine in the world. It's the one of a kind. Aye. One of a kind, custom made print machine. Aye. I don't run it. I'm not a printer. I do the second part of the printing, so if they print it, I turn them into boxes. It's technically just push buttons on a machine and loads go in one end and cartons come out the other end flat, and then they go to a gluer and they glue them up into wee boxes, and then the boxes go to whiskey factories and they fill them with whiskey. Not the boxes, because that wouldn't really hold whiskey. Usually they put the whiskey in a bottle first.
Aye, boxes aren't good at holding liquids. But boxes are the good at, boxes are the good at holding liquids. Large men aren't good at holding strange old ladies' hands, arms either at traffic lights.
The hockey
Right.
masks and sticks. Have you drew anything in ages? You're just talking.
No,
Right.
I'm like I'm adding wee bits into this guy. What's he doing? Is he drinking and smoking?
There used to be, this is hellbound, there used to be trees in the skate park in Davil that folk would throw shoes up. That's genius. Just this tree full of shoes. I think if kids went, you could tell that's where your new shoes come from. You see, if you put your old shoe in the ground, it'll turn into one of them. So see that word, right? This print word, glycine.
Uh-huh.
It sounds
Yeah.
shiny.
It does sound shiny, but it's like I think it's like a silk finish. So it's no shiny and it's no matte. It's kind of in between.
I keep doing this kind of tidying up where I put all my stuff in places so I can remember where they're. But I do it like maybe every month, so it makes me forget where everything is. So it's the total opposite effect of what it's supposed to do. Like, can't find them. Aye, because I don't like the prints I get, but people are getting prints. Like I know the Glycine prints are usually quite expensive, but I've seen people selling them for like a five on that still. Do you know what I mean? So
Or maybe it's no then.
Aye, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe it's just a matte print. Because I know that I prefer the matte. I prefer the matte prints to. Is it matte or is it glossy? The ones that you're talking about.
No, the ones I'm talking about are matte, definitely matte. Aye.
Aye, let's see.
I've got
Maybe it
are
is
glossy.
just the.
All my prints are all shiny, aye. But I want ones I've bought off people. Can't find them. I'm trying to show you them. I got one off a. Nobody should remember the guy's name. Right, there you go. Oh. Benjamin Paulus. So he's got this cool. I got this print. Let me see this here. Bought this print. Can't see it. Okay, it's two wee hearts, two wee hands holding like a heart, and it's awesome. But he sent that, and in it there's two prints. So there's like a test print that looks like my prints. His test print looks like my prints, and it's wrote in the back test print. But his prints, it's all kind of matte in the background, but the hands holding the heart have got like a wee layer of varnish over the top of them, and it looks awesome.
Ah, right. Okay, aye. So that's like what's that called again? Because I was just I was looking the kids book.
Aye.
So like I'm going to get it printed next week, hopefully.
Really?
Right. Right. So I'm going to get it. I need to sell something first, and then I'm going to like to pay for the printing. I was going to do the Amazon thing, but I'm not going to bother. I'll talk to you about that. The sublimation printing, I think that's called.
Right.
When like one piece is like one bit of it's kind of matte, and then the other part is you've got shiny areas. Is that what you're meaning?
Aye.
Aye, sublimation printing, I think that's called.
I see.
Like, to get the two different effects.
I see. I'm not even a fan of prints. Like I got that print off him because I wanted these stickers, and the stickers came free with the print. But see, when I got the print, I'm like, this is awesome.
Well, that method's aye, quite that method's quite cool, because I was looking at that for the cover, like just getting the type and like kind of glossy, and then getting the rest of the cover matte.
Aye, that would be nice. But I'm telling you, by the way, that print I've got, if you see, like, it was instantly looked awesome. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, it does, man. It sets it draws the eye to what you want it to draw the eye to, obviously, because that's what the parts that you're going to make glossy are the parts that you're wanting people to look at. You know what I mean? And
Aye.
it does the job in drawing the eye perfectly.
I'm thinking about doing that. Santa, what was his body? That means his legs would be.
Aye, so I was going to use Amazon for the printing of the book. Now you talked about the whole how you print it with Amazon and distribute it and everything.
Aye.
And obviously you're on the platform, blah blah blah. Well, I was looking at how much they take, like, for distribution, printing, and I mean, they kind of rip it. You know, they're kind of ripping it a wee bit.
I think if you can do it your own way, I would do it my own way as well. But see, because I just put the coloring books up, I'm just putting. Well, I don't even do it anymore. Can I put images up? So I'm just curious. Sorry, just a cut in there. The way you drew that hand there, you drew blocks of colouring,
Aye.
and then you erased inside out. That would have been pretty cool to have seen. I just kind of caught it at the end there. You just missed
Aye,
the
sometimes
technique
I do that. If I'm finding it weird with an angle, sometimes I do that, and I just block it the way that I can see it in my head. I can see what I'm wanting to draw sometimes, but sometimes I'm just not getting the lines right. So I just block it, and then I take out the thing inside. Obviously, it's something that only really works with digital.
Aye.
But
unless you've got a really nice white pen, like.
Aye, true.
Like.
True. And loads of time to fucking draw things twice.
Like the Uniball signal. How do I even get that to focus? I see people doing this on YouTube all the time. Doesn't work, guys. Doesn't work. The Uniball signal. By the way, everybody tells you that the Jelly Roll is the ultimate white pen. So the
Uniballs are good.
Jelly Roll is not a patch on this thing. This is different class. This was game changing. The Jelly Roll, I felt as if you had to get the pressure exactly right, or you would have this kind of two thin white lines. Do you know what I mean? It's as if it would scrape the white back off if you were too heavier. Whereas, I don't know, it was just a weird pen to use, man. It's always I've bought loads of them, do you know that? Aye.
What, they ones?
The Jelly Roll one, aye, but this Signal one's brilliant. Free. I don't know if they're still doing it. Scroller box. Are doing boxes for £5. I bought 3 of them. 3 different boxes, man. Some of the stuff's cool. Got this pack of Faber-Castell pens, black pens. I did
Aye,
share
the
about
pit pens.
it in my stories. The brush pen, they feel horrible, man. Like they feel so horrible. Feel as if there's nothing inside them. As if empty. Super light, which I prefer my pens to have some sort of weight to them.
Mhm.
But the brush pen, the nib's really nice. The ink's really nice. The ink takes a wee while to dry. See if you're used to using Molotow pens.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've used Molotow. I think you have. I don't know if you've mixed up the ink between the acrylic, haven't you? But the Molotow ink dries super fast. But that stuff doesn't. Here it is. And if you're used to drawing with them,
Oh.
then it's really hard to go back to. I wouldn't go back to them. I wouldn't. They're not worth it.
No, I think the brush pen and the tip pens as well goes like the tip gets a wee felty ball in it really
Aye,
quickly,
I think
and
they
it
all
kind
do.
of well the S10s don't.
Aye, but that's a brush pen in it. That's not the felt pen.
Aye, it's a brush pen.
But
Aye, you're right.
the ink on that takes ages to dry. As much as I love them, I do love them. But you need to have the right paper. You need to have the time to do it, and you need to be super careful. Because if you don't use the right paper, it just bleeds everywhere. Aye, it's a brilliant pen. I do love it, but it can. You need to have nice paper to draw on. You can't use. You couldn't draw on this. It would just bleed. You know what I mean? Or it would take like
Oh,
a week to dry.
I used to draw in like the wee pound sketch pads at a Flying Tiger. That's what I love them for, man. Like brush pens and like Asda do a really cool sketchbook. So it's a really nice it's really nice thick paper,
Right.
and it doesn't bleed right through it either. And it's no they're only £2 for like a bigger than an A5. It's taller than an A5,
See,
but
because this pen, see, like the one you're talking about, that's the closest pen you can get that's like my digital pen. I've even got the wee limited edition orange one, and it is. I'm going to draw on this, and it's not going to bleed in it. It is super nice, man. It's just the lines you can get for it are brilliant. For like tiny, tiny wee thin lines to almost like that 5 mil thick.
yep, it's my favourite pen ever.
Aye,
I'm going to put it out there and say that it's my favourite pen
it
ever.
is. It's a good pen. I'll give you that. But you can't draw on spray paint with it.
No, you can't. No, because
It
it's
just
water based.
pulls up, aye. But so are these, I'm sure, aren't they? Like the Molotow ones. I don't know, man.
I think it's a different type of water based though. Like, because I'm sure I don't think the
Because this is see. Don't know if you're in. This is spray paint with white pen. If you can see that, that's spray paint with black acrylic pen. I'm trying to see if I can find. I don't think I've done any ink. I don't think any ink actually takes. It's all acrylic pen I've used actually. No wait. Where's these wee ones? So this is spray paint with Molotow. Aye, but that's not very nice actually. See now I'm looking at it. But the ink doesn't really take to that very well either. I think you just need to use acrylic on spray paint, don't you? Spray paint and card, by
I
the way.
think it's a case of getting the old
So see that technique Spaceboy
getting.
was showing us, they just keep rubbing it out and doing different ones.
Sorry, it's in my head, man. I just wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting it how I wanted it. I'm still don't know what's up with this fucking Apple Pencil, man. I'm going to put a line places and like it's the line's showing up away under when I'm trying to put it on the screen.
If you
I don't
try
know if I need to recalibrate it or something.
plug it back in and then take it out again.
I've done that already.
Right.
Done that already.
That's me out of ideas, man. Because sometimes this one sometimes this one's got massive latency. I feel as if I get that, you need to kind of plug it back in. But anyway, moral of the story is you can't really go wrong with Molotov pens. Molotov, if you're listening, sponsor me. Nobody else is shouting about your pens, nobody. Everybody's using your spray paint and your acrylic pens, nobody's talking about your black ink pens, nobody. Why don't you just give me them for free and I'll talk more about them? I don't think they care that much. I think they're just interested in their graffiti.
One day, Craig.
What kind of paint? Hellbound for, I'm not too sure what you mean, like acrylic paints or spray paint? Oh, do you know what's funny? Depending on where I get it, if I go down to Yardworks, I like to just pick up paint when I go down there. And they've got the Molotov, and I pick up the gold. No, sorry, the Montana gold.
Montana gold, aye.
If I'm in the house, I pick up I always get this name wrong, don't I? All for one, all for one for all.
One for all.
Aye, I pick up the water-based stuff, because it doesn't smell like spray paint, and it means I can use it things like in the kitchen and stuff, or I can paint out my wee paint shed and I can bring the stuff in straight away and it doesn't make the whole house smell like spray paint. But it's funny,
that's awfully considerate.
I was in,
because I'm no considerate like that.
I was on the Graph City website, right, and there's a review, and it's by somebody called Gaz Mac, and I'm sure it was something like, "This is pointless." And I'm thinking, I wonder who that is.
might have been somebody trolling, mate.
Aye.
You never know.
I just thought it was like, that's funny, because I can imagine graffiti artists not really liking it. Do you know what I mean? But there's definitely benefits for me anyway. See, especially having a wee studio as well. I can take them down the studio and I can paint in there, because I can't use spray paint in there. Well, I'm scared to use spray paint down there in case I set off the fire alarms. Do you know that? I've googled this and people say aye it can, and other people saying don't be daft, it can't. But see, that way I don't want to take the chance.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
I set off the fire alarms and then you need to pay.
Oh, what? Really?
Aye, you do, aye. If you've got a business or some sort of premises and the fire brigade comes and it's a false alarm, you need to pay them, aye.
Really?
Aye.
Mate, I think that might be... I think that might be illegal, mate.
No, because I'm getting them to come out because I was spray painting.
Aye, you've no phoned them, though.
Aye, but you're wasting their time.
So I've never heard of that before. Like, so you give them a wee bung? There you go.
I don't hand them the cash. It's like they're like, I don't come down and say, "There you go, mate. Yeah, Steve, man, there's 20 quid for coming down. I'm sorry about that." No, the only reason I know about it is because my real job, that job that I'm not a printer in,
Aye.
they need to pay it.
Aye.
Theirs goes off all the time.
Oh, well, maybe that's why they get... Maybe the firemen run about that way, run about with your work, or just, like, at it. And they're just saying to them now, "Oh, mate, these cunts make whiskey boxes. Right, listen. Right, see, every time we come down here, mate, it's wasting our time, right? You need to put your hand in your pocket, everybody."
Aye, just get to him. He's the main guy. But I don't mind it. I quite like it, and as I says before, it. By the way, they say it matches up with the pens, right? But I've even found sometimes that Molotov pens don't match up with each other. Like, see these ones here. I got this out of Cass Art, and Cass Art for some reason they've removed all the names of the colours of their pens. I don't know why. Do you know what? I don't think it's them. I think people like to open the pens in the shop and look at the nib for some reason. Because who's buying who's buying a giant 15mm Molotov pen that needs to look at the nib? All of them, every single one I've bought out of Cass Art has no
Really?
sticker on it, none. Right, and that might be fine.
They should never be opened.
That should be fine for people who aren't colourblind. Right? But see, sometimes, like, I struggle to match the blues. So where am I going to go here? Right, and see on this, you're going to see this here, right? So we've got this, and then we've got these two. What one is it? Right, it's that one there. But sometimes, when you're in like the kind of the heat of the moment and you're getting right into a piece of artwork, you might sometimes grab this one, which is blue violet, and this is ceramic light pastel. Do you know what's weird actually? See the bigger pens? The bigger pens have actually got the colours taped over the lid, whereas the smaller ones have got the colours taped in the top of the lid. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Aye, I can now, but I couldn't hear you. I could hear like a wee noise as if you tried to say something.
I said bigger surface?
No, the smaller pens have got it in this where it would be harder to put it.
Huh?
Aye, weird.
Right. That is a bit strange.
But last I was talking to the gang, Cass Art, I don't think they're going to get them back in. They say that too many people are just stealing them.
We're definitely not getting that one back in because it's been one of our best sellers. Funny thing is, we've not sold it.
Aye. They're all gone, but we didn't make any money off it. Right, what's up with this leg? What's going on here? What's going on with Santa's legs?
I don't know. I don't really know what's going on up here either. Like, why is it when people think that, like, that somebody next door is having a party, right, and you can hear them, and the louder they get, and it just seems to be it's escalating towards a fight now.
Oh.
Like, why does that always have to happen, man? We're like 20-year-olds in a house having a drink together. But I don't get it.
Yeah, no. Normally I just fall asleep on the couch. Just getting a math. How mine works. Right. I'm kind of stuck where he is spray paint. I did say what spray paint I used, didn't I? More or less anything. On these pieces I showed you, that was both Montana and Molotov. Cool. I've been drawing quite a lot of TVs lately. I do like them. And also trying to get kind of cryptic with like writing stuff. Can't smile. Yeah, people, that could mean something to people. Doesn't mean anything to me, but it could mean something to somebody. That's the plan.
Plan? Sorry. I'm finding it very hard to focus right now because all I can hear right next. I'm sitting in my living room and all I can hear through the wall is like a fight happening.
I do feel as if I'm just talking to myself. It does seem that way. I'm not going to lie.
I apologise, mate. It's like I can't hear. I'm trying to listen to you, but like it's that loud that it's distracting as fuck.
Aye, is it about to all kick off?
Oh, it's kicking off right now.
Is it?
Aye, about how somebody sent somebody a text. And
Oh, somebody's trying to get in somebody's bird, innit? That's what's happening.
aye, definitely. And there's some lassie shouting, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't."
Show him it then. Shout it through the wall.
Fucking sure. Get your fucking text out. Hurry up.
Right, if that's where his shoulders are, his chest there, his body's there, his leg, that leg would be behind there, wouldn't it?
What the fuck does a stethoscope look like?
There's a wee bench here, we're going with that. Let's see. Wee bench, is there a wee bus stop or something? There's a wee bench here. You're going to have to get your guy sitting on my bench.
Aye. What was I going to say? Pardon me. Do you know what? I had a thought come into my head there. Something that I was going to talk about. And then it completely made me out to be a liar straight away. Because the thought literally fell into my head, then went back out again. As soon as
Right. Aye, I'm going with that, that's looking alright. I think I feel as if it looks as if Santa's throwing down some. As if he's about to throw down some beats or some sort of fat rap.
it does, aye. He's def going to spit some rhymes.
Hellbound, I feel as if I'm not experienced enough to answer that really. I couldn't tell you the difference between black and gold. For the limited amount that I have used painting, I do like it. I like the caps that come with it. I particularly like the caps that come with the gold. It's a really nice cap, which I've spent quite a lot on different caps, and I feel as if that's one of my favourites. But I couldn't even think what the black cap is like. I know you only spend 20 pence on a cap, don't you? So I don't know how much it justifies it. But I think gold's only like, I know I say it's only £1 here, right? But sometimes you're buying like 30 cans, aren't you?
Oh, I get what, like 28 cans of Montana Gold out of a paper chase, like ages ago. What
I seen that.
last
You shared that,
last
didn't you?
December? Aye, last December. Negative Destination sent me a message, and he's like, "Dude, Paper Chase has got a like massive sale on a thing there now on Montana Gold." Like he said, me and my girlfriend just went and dropped like they went and dropped like 130 quid on paint,
That's alright though. For him anyway, do you know what I mean?
and aye, and well, they had over 100 cans. What they no, what were they? 70 cans. Sorry, 70 cans. They dropped 170 quid. I don't know. They put in a lot of money anyway. Over 100 quid anyway, and they ended up with like 70 odd cans between the two of them, and I got 28 cans for like £62.
Aye, that's alright by the way. So, with your experience, why do you prefer gold?
I just think it's the pressure.
It's got that.
It's the
It's
pressure.
got that dual pressure thing, hasn't it?
Aye, it's the pressure that it flows much nicer. It's like almost when you spray for a can of gold, it's like a gentle release, and the paint just kind of
By the way,
breezes out of
see
the
if you
can.
push the back of the cap, it's a different pressure for pushing the front on it.
Aye,
I didn't. Well, I did. I did notice that 'cause I watched so many videos on spray paint before I actually ever went and done it. They've got. But so's I think by the way the Molotov cans have got that and all. I'm not saying, but is the black nut get that? Is that the difference then? Have they got, is it the low pressure's the gold and the normal pressure's the black?
aye. The low pressure's just better for what, just better for detail work.
Aye, right.
It's better for details and better for fine lines, and that's why I like it. That's why I prefer it, because it's more akin to kind of what I'm trying to do. We get using small things of paint or stencils as well. It's really good for stencils, because black just kind of fires out the cap. You don't get
Aye.
there's no half measures, man. It's just like
I see now that we're talking about it, I did know that, do you know what I mean? Like, I read about it all and I remember deciding.
oh aye, okay. Now we're talking about it. Now we're
Because I need low pressure, that's what I need. I did know, I knew all along. I was just trying to give Spaceboy something to talk about.
right. Definitely having one of the I've been drawn pages of this book for days,
It was
and
always,
I'm just
always,
kind of
always some kind of excuse. You just need to realise that see if me and you go head to head to this Australia World Series, I'll win.
no,
Aye, I will.
no, mate.
I
It's
know
not
it's
going
not
to
long
happen.
enough for you.
It's not going to happen. Oh, traditional wise, mate, and there's plenty of time. There's too much choice here, man. There's far too much choice. See the ability to kind of rub it and then do it again and rub it and do it again. It's ruining me. It's absolutely ruining me. It really is. Like, if you look back at my old Instagram stuff, man, like when we first started speaking, that's something that we used to talk about all the time. Like, how long does it take you to draw something?
Aye.
And I'm like, I just kind of do it, and then and like you were exactly the same. And then the more digital I started to do, the longer and longer I take, and it's no good. It's no good at all, sir.
I like that question. How long does the average piece take for people in the chat? How long do you normally spend? Full colour, finished piece. That Demetrius was telling me that it's sometimes see that one he done with was it the Winter Soldier and Captain America?
Aye,
That took him like a week.
aye,
He was telling
yep.
me he drew it. He drew it in pencil. He wasn't happy with it, so he scanned it in and done it in digital and ended up more or less redoing the whole thing, which is weird because it
Yep.
looks digital. No, I think then when he done it in digital, then he redraws it in pencil after again, didn't he?
He redid it because um, he wanted he wanted it to look a certain way, so he felt like doing it in digital would be an easy way to get the composition, everything that he wanted.
And he wasn't even
But
that happy with it.
he obviously likes to do it. I know,
That's,
I know.
man, see if I drew that, I'd just stop drawing. But this is my last piece ever. This is what I'll be remembered for. I'm not drawing anything else.
He sent me loads of stuff, and he's like, dude, what do you think of this? Tell me. And I'm like, I think it's amazing. And he's like, no, like berate it. Tell me the things that you see that you don't like. I don't, don't like you tell me that it's just good. And I'm
By
like,
the way, that's that's what I say to Claire and all. Like, that's good. That's not. But what's wrong with it? Like
aye,
there must be something wrong with it.
aye, it must be shite somehow. Come on, tell me.
Obviously, I can understand that with me, but that piece that you done, man, that's probably one of my favourites he's ever drew.
Oh, definitely. Look, I love it. I love it. I just love his superhero stuff. I would love to see a comic that was
He's working on one
that was
now, isn't
done
he?
by him. Hmm?
He's working on one now, like his own. Is it a comic? The
What the
Crows?
Crows?
I might
Uh,
say something else here and all, but I don't know. Aye, the Crows thing.
aye, aye. Well, it was something. It's something that he's kind of working on in his spare time. But I mean, like a Marvel comic book.
But I think
You know what I mean?
I think he'll get picked up. Is that the kind of quality he's at? Is that the stand? Is that the kind of people he is mingling with, or is that
I don't know.
no?
I don't know.
I would have
I don't
thought
know.
somebody would have got him on board for a comic, give him a run. But saying
Oh no,
that,
he's done comic work.
right.
Oh, he has done
But
comic work.
in his own,
There was um as part of it was like a collection of artists. I'm sure.
I think see the
I
way
don't
that
want to.
when they eventually gave Scott Young the chance to do, they gave him his own comic, didn't they? What was it again? Because he'd been drawing for them and something else, and he says, right, we'll give you this. And it was his own style he got to use, and I think that's where on the back of that, he got that, like, fairy tale and whatever it's called.
Aye, that's the kind of dream into it. Like to be working for them, just doing the stuff, and then you do a good job once, and they're like, "You
Do
want
your
your
own.
own
Aye, there's your
title?"
own. Do what you
And
want.
you're like, "Yes, thank you."
Because he's not got any kind of qualifications in that, isn't he? Not Scott Young's just all self-taught. I might be wrong here.
No, I don't, mate. I don't think. Look, there's like literally loads and loads and loads of comic artists out there that don't have any formal qualification. You know what I mean?
See, I don't think I
It's
would like that whole process to go through it to do it. To say, oh, you can work on this. It's not annoying me with the comic he worked on. I just want to be at that point when I'm just doing both. Don't want to draw anybody else's stuff. Oh, by the way,
well, you can.
have you seen Fat Mike's out spray painting? The hot sauce guy.
No, no.
Spray painted the logo, aye.
Did he?
Aye, he looks awesome, by the way.
Excellent.
I think his mate's kind of teaching him. It's
Nice.
getting weird. My artwork's going to be about Glasgow without me doing it.
Winner.
Aye. Who painted it? Who done that? That's a Teddy by him. Without him actually painting it.
Guerrilla marketing, that's called.
There's been some messages exchanged with Priest. I'm telling you. Aye. There's been some chat. But
What's the chat?
No, just random. But before that thing, before the adverts, nothing. Do you know what I mean? I'd commented nothing. As you can tell, if people don't know, I'm a mad fan of Priest. I want to know who it is, even though I wouldn't know who it is. It's not going to make any difference because if they told me who it is, I wouldn't know it. But there's something about it all. I just love his ideas. I love everything it is. Aye, so I'm going to find out, and I'm going to get a collab or something. There's something going to happen.
Find out somehow.
Aye, I seen they shared that. He shared a story, and it was on a Montana Cans website, and it says Priest Corp, the graffiti company that employs 50 odd interns or something.
I think that's just all. I think that's
Just
all
more.
just part of it.
Aye, man, confuses me. but makes me dead interested in every.
Like, thing me, I'm sure Kieran knows who he is. Kieran and Gonzo were talking about it.
Aye.
When we were at the thing me, when we were at Guard Life.
What did he
And
think of him?
I think his stuff's brilliant. I think
You
it's great.
can't really say anything, can you? No matter what the
I
conversation
can't.
went like, it couldn't have been. They says he was rubbish.
No, they think they like I said. I'm pretty sure they know him,
Right.
and well, I don't really want. I'll say to you, when we come off stream. I
Or
don't really want to say about possibly a few things about his identity.
aye, because I don't know if I did. I probably did say this last week, but when I was speaking to Pandy, he's like, he's here. He is here. And I'm looking about, and there wasn't many folk here. I'm like, who is it? Oh no, this wee guy with his socks tucked into his trackies. I'm like, is it him? Do people still do that? And if it's him, it's brilliant. That's genius. It's genius. What have we got here?
Yeah, if it was the. There you go. What'd you say?
Sorry, I've just Hellbound says always looks for the bits that's wrong. Date it's lower. He's like, oh come on, spaceboy, tell us, spaceboy.
No, I can't because
You're
it was
involving other
it was
people. Aye.
it was I'm involving other people that there was a conversation happening and I don't want to involve other people.
Like
But
Kieran says, and then
yes,
this just goes around the internet. Do you know what I mean?
I
Especially
don't know his actual name. I don't know his actual name. It was a few hints because I inquired myself, and it was only a few hints. But
Is he still doing his? Is he still doing his interview thing?
I have no idea, mate.
Because remember he had Gaz Mack on once.
Aye. Uh-huh.
I watched that
I
one,
don't know.
and I watched the one
I don't.
before it, and I just never seen anything about it again. In fact, I just forgot about it until there. I get mixed up with which one's what. See, because it's Gonzo Global in it. Is like the two of them.
Ah.
So, what one's the sign writer and what one's the
Conzo's the Conzo's the Conzo's the illustrator, and Kieran Global's the sign writer.
so
But I don't even want to downplay him like that because he's not just a sign writer, he's a fucking shit hot illustrator.
aye, but you know what I mean. Like what he done, I think the pieces he done for Yardworks was nuts because it's hard enough to do sign writing, but he'd done it as if it was on crumpled up paper.
Oh mate, don't even. I said to him when we were sitting there, I was like, dude, what? How do you do stuff like this? You dick. Like, seriously? And he's like, just do it, mate. And I was like, shut up. I was like, see that? I said, that's like proper brush porn, mate. That's what that is. It's unbelievable how you can get everything in there looking
Right.
like all the different highlights and all the different colours and everything just in the right areas. You know what I mean? Just from your head. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Aye, it really is, man. Really nice stuff. I should get a sign writer.
A sign writer.
Aye. Can't think of what for right now, but it would just be handy to have one, or at least know one.
Aye. Well, if we're ever doing anything that you require a sign writer for, then I know one, and he's kind of good.
Yes. Saying that, like,
And
I feel as if like the quality of the work in that. See the guy that done the big cab. We spoke about this last week, didn't we? And I don't remember. By the way, my memory's done, so it is done. So I apologise. But the good thing is, it seems to be a rotation of folk that join us other than Hellbound and Zero User in, listen to the same conversations over and over again. But it's different folk other
I
times.
know it's
Other than that, it's new. But aye, I just forget. Seems they're speaking to kids most of the time.
That's it, mate. That's why
Oh,
you forget.
aye, by the way, do you know what came out? Mech Warrior 5, right? I brought this up, but I will talk about games. Mech Warrior 5 came out on Game Pass and Xbox.
Mate, I would be more excited about that if I knew what Mech Warrior 5 was.
Well, the last Mech Warrior game was out like 20 years ago, and I used to have it in PC. I've never played a Mech Warrior gaming console. So I put it on last night when the Waynes went to bed, about 9 by the time I put it on. And I was still sitting up at 3 in the morning playing it, thinking I need to go to my bed, because I'm getting woke up at like 7. It's not like a long lie, you don't stay up late and then get to lie longer. It's not how it works.
Oh, no, you don't. No, it's not how it works at all. It's a fool's errand, staying up late. Fucking when you've got kids, it really is.
But aye, it's cool, man. You get to build up your big battalion of mechs. I've got like 8 mechs now, and I've got like 4 guys, and we go on missions, and I need to pay their wages and stuff. And they're jumping about, and I need to fix the mechs, and we can get other mechs and do your mech up. I'm liking it. I've read quite a few bad reviews on it, but I'm enjoying it. Let's get mechs.
No, I've literally not played a computer game in fucking hell months.
I still play my
I've not
Switch
played
quite
a
a lot.
computer in months.
No, my Xbox very often. Was he no Bulletbeard as well? It's Bulletbeard. What's that? Artisan Artworks.
Aye, Bulletbeard, aye, Kieran, yes he was.
He's for Hamilton or
Oh
Motherwell.
wait, eh?
Is he for Motherwell or Hamilton?
No,
No.
no, he's for Glasgow.
Right, because a guy in my work knows him. See when he was like,
Kieran gets around.
aye, 'cause he's like, you probably won't know. He's like, I know a guy that does painting. He's like, Kieran, his name's Kieran something. And I was like, right, aye, Kieran Global. Is Kieran Global in it? I'll get that right before I say this. I wish we could have private chatted that spaceboy. He's like, aye, that's him. I know him. He knows me and all. At this point, he probably didn't. But I was claiming that. Just ask him. He'll know me, Imrie, created by Imrie. He'll know who that is. Guy does the really cool robot drones. But I've not drawn a robot in ages. Letting the side down, ain't I?
You've no draw a robot in ages.
Aye, ages.
Why not?
I've been doing, you know, it's funny, see, since deciding to go digital in Illustrated World Series, I've been doing massive amounts of traditional. I think the only digital stuff I'm doing is commissions and this each week.
See, well,
And I say traditional, all I'm drawing is TVs
that's good.
over and over again. So unless the theme, when you go down, they'll say, right, the theme for this challenge is, guys, you have to draw a stack of TVs, then I think I'd be screwed. But if that was it, imagine I got to the finals and like, right, this will be a hard one for you, a stack of TVs. Brilliant.
Aye, something TV related, you'll just be like, fucking yes.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see if I can get a shot at it. It says the digital parts using a Tab 7, a Samsung Tab 7, would that be right?
Oh.
So he was talking about trying to get them to people beforehand so you can get a wee bit of practice on it. But I'm going to see if I can get one. I think my wee niece has got one.
Mate, that's I thought it would be on iPad.
Aye, because it's obviously sponsored by Samsung.
Oh mate, that's treacherous.
Aye, yank. I draw my phone. I draw a Note 9.
Well, if you're already drawing a Samsung, then it's not really that treacherous.
Aye, I'll be fine. I can draw anything. You can tell the difference. Do you know what I mean? There's definitely a difference. But a tablet, I think, would be alright. What are you drawing? You're calling stuff in. You've got a whole other panel to draw.
Aye, it's alright. It plays into it, mate. Don't worry about it.
Is that baby blood?
Yes.
My God. So the Hellbound draw.
See, I thought you could make Santa's suit red as well.
But then that would give away the surprise of the last panel. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
No, because his suit's already red.
Are you just using like flat out red?
Aye.
Oof. Oh, what was going on here? How do you move? Oh no. Right. So, for anybody that's in the chat and doesn't know, I've got a Patreon. And this month I've got a new bunch of stickers coming out. I do quarterly sticker packs. So this is like a plug. This episode of Twitch featuring Spaceboy and created by Imrie is sponsored by created by Imrie. And I do quarterly sticker packs, and for £5 a month you can get the quarterly sticker packs. I'm going to show you them now. This is the 5 stickers that will be in the sticker pack. Hey, nice. That was the start of Dragon, by the way. There's history behind these stickers. So, also plug in my Patreon is the next quarterly sticker pack is going to be a collab sticker pack. So anybody that's part of my Patreon can do a collab sticker with me. By the way, Spaceboy, that's getting right to the minute. He's just a wee dead baby just next to him. What, have I lost you? Did you just leave after
I'm here. I'm here.
That's a good idea, I'm drawing that now. So, the June, July, August, September sticker pack's going to have collab stickers, so anybody in my Patreon that wants to join in can do a collab sticker with me, and that'll be in the September pack. Just in case any are interested.
Go get stuff.
Aye.
Go get stuff. Aye.
It's weird, man. Like, I don't mind. Like, I know I did just go through a whole spiel the other day, but like, I'm not very good at pushing things. I maybe go through wee phases of it, but I don't always like to do it. You know what I mean? Because I always think,
Well,
like,
it's kind of got you to where you are now
aye,
on social media by doing it. You know what I mean? So it shows that it's worth it.
I think I always remember listening to that. I did go and listen to the Draw Me a Robots podcast with Burn. And I thought he was pretty good. He was talking about how the tire kickers, people asking him for his artwork and then making up excuses. And he says, well, I can't afford to buy artwork for myself, so I'm fine with you telling me you can't if I give you a price.
Aye.
And I thought that's pretty good, because sometimes you embarrass me, I spoke, don't you? Because I've asked people before and think, oh, how much is that going to be? And then you make up excuses. I'll say things like, oh, I'm going to speak to the missus. And just be a man. Just be a man.
The age old one.
Aye. It's clearly policy, aye. It's just me that's deciding, it's not even, aye, that's nice, get it. What?
And you're just like, aye, it's The thing, I was watching this thing the other day, and it was talking about being a salesman, and it was like the Wolf of Wall Street, the actual guy,
Aye, aye.
and it was some guy stood up, and in the movie he says, "Look, you want to see what a good salesman is? Sell me this pen, right?" So like some smart ass stands up in the crowd, and he's like that to the guy. Um, he said, "I'm sorry to do this," he says, "but I kind of ever since I seen the movie, I kind of want to." He says, "Sell me this pen," right? And the guy's like, "Well," he said, "Do you need a pen?" And he's like, "No, not really." He says, "Well, I want to try and sell you one." He said that if you don't need it, I want to try and sell you it. He says because he said to be a good salesman, he says you don't sell um, to people. You don't try and push your stuff to people that don't need it or don't want it. You find out what like every person's a prospective customer, obviously, and he said, you find out a little about the person. You have a look, you find out a little about them, and you're like, right, you know, is there a need that I could fulfil here?
Aye.
Could I sell something to this person? And I was like, right, well that's good in sales and stuff like that, because obviously if somebody comes in somewhere and they're looking to buy something, you find out a wee bit about them, blah blah blah. It helps better inform your sale to them. But as an artist, man, that just means you would have to be really creepy and skulk about on Instagram and look at random people's profiles that were into art and went, right, well, I'll send this person that I'm selling this thing and see if they want to buy stuff off me. They don't even follow me yet, but I'll see if they want to buy shit. That's how it was translating to me. But
Maybe it's different context of selling.
aye, aye. But I get what he was saying. I get what he was saying that you need to be, obviously you need a demographic. Do you know what I mean? You need somebody that does want to buy whatever it is.
Aye.
And I find it Instagram as well, man. There's a lot of bots these days.
Oh, by the
Like,
way, what is that all about?
mate, bots are like bots.
So
Every single time I post something, bots comment on it within like
you can
5 seconds of me posting it.
you can block words. You can block like DM, promote, stuff like that, which I've blocked.
Or can you?
Mhm.
Can you block words like that?
Aye, aye. So I just block DM and promote. So if anybody messages me with the words or comments and it's got the words in it, I won't see it. I've just blocked them. Aye, because it was constant. It's like DM somebody to promote 1 million followers, and you check and they'd be like 0.9 or like 900,000. You're lying. So as well as being a bot, you're also a liar. Two things I hate. Not even just one.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, you can stop that. Well, that's
That's
helped me
good.
anyway. But you'll still see, you've got your comments and it'll say 3 comments, and you click on it and there'll be none. And you'll do, thought people were going to get
I know,
involved
and
in
you're
my
like,
artwork there.
oh, right. It was three bots. Nice one.
It's also Saturday, that's me just realising, and I missed Free Art Friday.
Oh, you missed it,
I did, aye. Things have been a bit of a blur this week, actually.
mate. You said that, but you did say that. I wonder how long it's going to be before I forget about this.
4 weeks. Aye, we'll see, that might be the end of it. Now I've got a new thing that gives me money rather than free art. The same sketches are now getting given away for that woodcut rather than getting free. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm giving away a woodcut. Let me wait a minute for it in. This thing, look, the size of it. The size of this. giant. This thing here. It's got to go to one lucky person. It's awesome, by the way. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have, sir. I have seen it. Yes,
It's cool, man.
I loved it.
Oh, 2 seconds. Alright, it's pretty cool. You can have that for a tenner.
Can I? Oh, mate, thank you.
It's funny, right? Because I was looking into all right, and obviously it's illegal to have raffles or lotteries. So I've tried to not word it anywhere there is that. It's just kind of
Wait, raffles are illegal?
aye, unless you've got the gambling committee or something, you need to have a license to do it.
Really?
Aye,
What, mate?
but everybody
I
does it.
had a raffle. I had a raffle at my kid's school fair.
Everybody does it.
Man,
Like you can.
committing the law.
I had
Like,
people on my
committing
Facebook
the law?
trying to raffle their cars off and all that. So I've no worded it that way anywhere, just in case. Do you know what I mean? But then it was also kind of came. I was getting the message where people saying, "Oh, if I buy more, do I get more chances?" And it was just like kind of one sketch will call me one random number or one number. Because I wanted to make it so that everybody's got a fair chance. But then it kind of made it complicated because people had already bought 3 by then before asking. Like, oh man, should it just be one number per person? Like, nah, do you know
Well,
what? Hopefully somebody rich buys 200 of them.
Mate, it kind of makes sense, mate. I mean, though, like what they're saying, that's fair, I guess. But then again, it's no fair. I see where you're coming from that side of things because you want it, you want the person that buys one to be in with the same amount of chance as the person that buys 5 of them.
Aye, it just means that somebody's got hundreds of spare cash can just. But I suppose that's the same with lottery. Rich people don't win the lottery, don't they? Just because you're buying more doesn't. I know it does increase your chance, but it doesn't mean you're going to win it. Don't know.
No, it's like what happened with the. It's kind of like what happened with what do you call it? With PlayStations. Happened with PlayStation 5, man. Like the scalpers done everybody. Because they had a whole Reddit forum going, and apparently they got 3,500 PlayStations they bought on release.
Supposedly that was them that released that number though, and that was maybe a bit exaggerated.
A wee bit exaggerated. Well,
But
maybe
obviously
it was.
Sony are wanting to jump on board with that, and they're going to say, aye, they did, aye. That's how many they got.
But it's still to think about the fact that they went and bought like a lot of PlayStations, but you know, in order to sell them off at that price was crazy because they were doing everybody over.
I remember
Ruined kids'
seen a
Christmases.
story about one where a guy, seen one of the guys was selling it for like double the price. He's like, can you drop it off to my house, mate, for like an extra 50 quid? He's like, aye. So he brought it to his house, which was like maybe whatever money he offered him, but it was a good drive away, like 30 minutes or something, do you know what I mean? And the guy lived in like flats, and as the guy put up, he shouted out, I've already got one, I don't need it, you scumbag or something. He's like, you're not getting this one. He's like, I don't want it. So he made him drive like 30 minutes to drop it off. He didn't want it. I like that.
Aye, that's good.
I would remember, like, see just the same people, like, see, I was in town once and there's this big queue forming at Ticket Scotland. And in my head I'm thinking, what is that? I'm going to stand in that. It's going to sound like your old woman crossing the road story. I'm going to stand in that queue. Because that's obviously first son. I wasn't doing anything, do you know what I mean? I'm going to stand in that queue. It's me and my brother. So we're standing in the queue and they're like, what's the queue for? They're like, it's Arctic Monkeys tickets. I'm like, alright. So we stood in that queue, and see by the time we even got, I'm totally against ticket touting. right? I hate it. It's a pure scumbag thing to do. But see, by the time we got to the point where we could buy the tickets, we'd already sold the tickets to like people behind us for like £30 more. So see standing in that queue for like 20 minutes, we made £60 because you're
The
only allowed.
people in front of you or behind you just like, listen, if you get there first, I
No,
get
we
tickets,
were only
I'll buy them
allowed
after
so
you.
many per head. So
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what the whole price was, but I could buy two. My brother could buy two. Every single person could only buy two tickets, and the people behind us bought our tickets off us for X amount of money more than we bought them for right there. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
By the time we got to the front of the queue, I think that's nuts. It's a horrible
That's
thing to do,
mental.
man. I hate them. I hate ticket touts.
I think we go. I think that's how I got into the Mike Tyson fight at Hampden. Was was buy ticket touts because there wasn't a ticket for me, and my dad just took me with him and his pals, and we got there and I got in. Now, I'm saying ticket touts. Right, I can vaguely remember us getting in there. I can remember the fight, but I can vaguely remember us getting in. He might just have snuck me in though. I don't know, but I'm assuming that it was a ticket tout.
How would they sneak you in?
I have no idea, mate. Under his jacket, he did it loads when I was young.
Did you just have a mad growth spot when you were like 30?
when I was like 16 or something like that. No, I was the Tyson fight. I was like 9. I was only 9. Sure, I was 9.
I don't know. I can't remember anything like that.
But a boy. Oh, do you watch? Do you watch fighting at all? Are you?
I
Are
used to
you?
be massive into UFC.
Mhm.
Me and my wee cousin used to share a house or a flat, and both of us were right into that. And then when I met Claire, she is massive into UFC. My missus, she loves it, and I was as well. But I kind of fell away from it. I don't know. I felt as if, do you know how I used to like? I used to like GSP,
Aye.
and then see when it turned out he was a mad creep.
Oh, is he?
Ah, it was like my fans and stuff, and they were young and things, and it kind of. I used to always remember watching his fights and be like, oh, his fights are dead bones. Like, we don't understand how smart this guy is. This guy's controlling this fight to do
Aye,
exactly
the
what
whole fight.
he needs. So I'm
Aye.
just lying there quietly. But he's in total control of all of this, and I used to really like him. But see, when all that happened,
Aye.
I fell away from it because I liked the. Who else did I like? Um, can you hear me, Claire?
Mm.
No, Claire's obviously not listening. She's nodding her head as if it's music. Um, when I watched UFC, it was like GSP, and there was the big massive, the big black guy. His eyes were always evil looking, but then he started to get dead showboaty.
Rampage.
No, 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 big
I
tall
mean, they're
guy,
saying scary
big
looking. They're
massive
saying
tall guy.
scary looking, mate.
No, but
There's like so many
he had
UFC.
this. His stare was scary looking. Do you know what I mean? And he started doing loads and loads of showboating, and it really got to me. I think, come on, man, just fight the guy. Do you know what I mean? Don't embarrass him. The guy's done a lot to be where he is and do what he's doing. Don't embarrass him. And it really put me off him. Big, massive, tall guy. He might have been, but
Mm.
what was his real name? Eh? Aye, that was him, aye. Aye, Silver.
Ah, right,
And aye, that was him. Spider. I didn't even know his name was Spider. Claire did know it straight off the bat, and I told her no. No, it's not that clear, an idiot. Something else. And it was, turned out that is. But I used to love him, and then I felt as if he got pure scummy. It's not showboat. I mean, UFC's nuts. It's no the wrestling. Do you know what I mean?
uh huh.
But it wasn't as much. But I felt as if he just got right bad, man.
Well,
And
I
then
think
I fell away from it, and I hated. Sorry, I'm still kind of.
no,
I hated what's his face, the Irish boy.
Conor
I
McGregor.
hated him. I hated him. Yeah, passion. I'm not into all that whole. Do you know what I mean? Just see, like GSP he was dead nice. He would talk to the guys. He's like, thanks. At the end of the fight, like, oh, it was such a real great opponent to fight. He was just dead humble about it all, and I preferred that to the almost WWF style way that Conor McGregor's brought it to be.
Aye,
He's,
aye. It's I watched the thing about GSP and he took it was like how he spent his first million, and he actually spent like about half it on travelling the world, learning techniques off of the best teachers, looking at whenever he was going to fight somebody, his trainer would get somebody to go to the gym to watch them train and get old fights and like study the fights, but like break it down mathematically for him. So
aye.
like this guy, like how quick this guy takes to strike. So like if this guy strikes this fast and he usually goes with this, then you're going to have to be this much faster than him to beat him every single time. So it gave them goals to work towards when they were training.
That's awesome.
So that, I know, isn't it? It's brilliant. It's like really tactical. The whole thing they did. The reason I brought it up was because Floyd Mayweather is fighting Logan Paul
By the way, like,
tomorrow night.
is that tomorrow night?
Aye,
By the way, fair play to Logan Paul, right? He's made boxing an absolute laughing match, right? He's turned it into an absolute joke, but
totally.
he's making an absolute fortune out of it, and
Oh, aye.
he's the person he's purposely doing this. He's not even trying to kid on his nut. So he knows if he's trying to be in there saying I'm a boxer or whatever. He's making them look like idiots, and he's fighting people who aren't boxers and all.
Well, mate, this is the thing that's been said
Well,
to
this
him,
is his brother, isn't it? This
and
isn't the main one, isn't it? This is his younger brother, isn't it?
aye, this is the big bastard. This
Aye.
this is the big one.
By the way, they're putting the work in.
Um,
They're putting the work in, the two of them.
Here, listen, I heard Mike Tyson talking about it, and Mike Tyson turned around and was just like that. The boy can box.
Aye,
That's Mike Tyson saying that.
that's
You know what I mean?
that.
And he's like, he said, I don't, and he said he's got some bombs, and he said he said I'm not saying he's going to beat Mayweather, but he said if he gets in the way of one of them, if he doesn't move out of the way of one of the big swings, then it's going to rock him. So I'm quite excited to view the the fight tomorrow night. I don't think it's going to last for long, to be honest with you. Or maybe it will. Maybe that's what Floyd Mayweather will do. Maybe he'll take him the whole 12 rounds.
By the way, I don't know, man. I think they're taking
Maybe he'll
these guys.
drag it out.
I mean, how many years have these guys been doing this now?
Oh, what, Floyd Mayweather's been doing it for what, like
Aye, but
20,
these the
30 years?
Logan brothers, right? I mean,
Aye,
they've got bottomless pits of money. They've got the best trainers. They're doing it right. Do you know what I mean? They're not just like me saying I'll fight Floyd Mayweather tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? They've been at it for
aye,
years,
but
man.
they have, but they're no Floyd Mayweather.
By the way, you was
Like I don't know, man. But again, they're not. But I don't know what's going to happen. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen
but aye,
because
boxing was
it's
already. I feel as if boxing was already at a bad point, and it's just worse now. They've just made it
oh,
worse.
definitely. It's no good for boxing. This
No.
is no good for boxing, right? It's no because I mean, if this guy does beat Floyd Mayweather, right, it's just going to turn boxing in its head altogether. and boxing's not going to be anything close to where it used to be.
By the way, but see if you're fed up with boxing, right? Do you know there's a world pillow fighting championships?
Oh no,
Right, it's rubbish.
that sounds.
Don't waste your time on it. But this is a segue you into, right? I know you're still talking that, but something international tag or chase tag championships, the CTC or something, right?
Yes,
By the
yes,
way,
mate. That is the business.
by the way, how awesome is that?
That's the fucking business, mate. Mate, I've watched every round of that.
20-second
Right?
rounds, and you're thinking, see when he says that, oh, this is alright. This is pretty good. It was Burn that put me onto that and all, by the way. He was just kind of telling me about
Oh,
mad
mate.
things. And he's like, by the way, there's a English guys that made it up, but they've got a whole parkour. These guys that are doing it, and like, have you ever seen the Knights ones and all guys in full knight armour fighting each other with swords?
Yes, KI. It's called K1. Um, fucking combat sports.
Right, but these
Is
these are
is
all
that what you're talking about?
these are all nonsense, right? The ones we're talking about are nonsense. But see the tag one's generally good. It's a fun watch. It's interesting.
Oh, mate. See the combat sport one, mate.
I
Like
don't think so,
I
man.
had I had a pal that went to it. He actually went to an event, right? He actually went to an event to see what it was all about, and he said it's absolutely fucking brutal. There's people getting carried off with concussions left, right, and centre. There's people were getting proper injuries during the thing because the only difference is, see the swords and the axes and everything they're fighting with.
Hmm.
They're no sharpened. They're
But
no
there's
sharpened. They're
but
blunt.
but they've still got the weight.
Aye, aye. It's a
I,
real fucking sword, very lax, mate. But it's just it's no sharp.
man, these people are there's just nuts in it.
Dude, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. But they do it.
I think it's cool how many things there is. But I say the only one that I've actually enjoyed is the tag one. It reminded me of motocross. I remember one time I was just flicking through the channels at night. It was Channel 5, it's like motocross was on. And I was watching it and thinking, this is awesome. This is absolute brilliant. So I put it on like series, like that, series link, record it. And then
Uh huh.
I recorded a bunch and then I went back to watch them. I thought, oh, I'll sit and watch that motocross. That was amazing. But the same time I watched, I think, am I just watching the same episode again? Is this just the same one? And then you think it's good for that 1 hour, but it can't last. But I'm totally going to be into this. I'm going to start messaging the tag guys, see if I can get in early before they take off. So another one I
Oh,
always
come on.
thought was going to be good
Mate,
was
that's been on for years.
well, it's no wait until I get on board.
Listen, mate. Right, I guarantee you die within the first minute of running about. I guarantee it.
It's only 20 seconds. Saying that though, right? They say it's only 20 seconds, right? But it's like 2 teams of 6, so you'd have to run. If you tag the guy, so the way it works is if you're it, you need to tag that guy in 20 seconds. And if you tag him, then his other guy comes in. So you can put 4 guys out, and if you don't get him, then he's it. And he has to try and put your team out, but there's only 2 of them left. So it's the first one to put the 6 out. And but see the thing is, like, I think about these things, see running flat out for 20 seconds, I'm done for the day.
Oh, I mean, that's no fun.
Imagine you had to do the whole 6 guys, right? It's like 2 minutes of constant flat out, up and down running, out. Baby, I don't think it's like 13 rounds. I think everybody must have 2 lives, do you know what I mean? And plus 1 or something, it's like a weird number of rounds. But the way I always think it is, we put on like kids, well, things like What Does the Fox Say or Sigh, PSY or Every Day I'm Shuffling, and me and the kids will just dance about the living room. And see about halfway through one song of shuffling, I'm sweating. I think I'm going to have a heart attack, I'm going to die. So I don't know how I'd do with a tag. I'm still thinking that we should start a team. Not I've decided. Let's do it. Let's do a Twitch live stream tag team.
Oh mate, I'll tell you right now, I'll be your coach.
No, you need to be in the team. You need to be.
No mate, I can't be in it. Mate, I nearly died. Right? I used to be very fit. Like, like, like my early twenties, like 21, 2021, like up to that point, I played American football.
Aye.
Like every single week, like twice a week, and I trained, went to the gym, ran, done stuff that was good for you. Then I had kids, and when I had a kid, I was at uni, blah blah blah, and was just too tired to do any of that stuff, so I just left it. Right? Then at 36, decides that he's going to go to Taekwondo with his daughter. I think the fourth training session in we were doing, we did shuttle runs, and I nearly vomited right there and then. I thought I was going to die just with shuttle runs, and that's like that's just teams, isn't it? You're going back and forward, back and forward.
Aye.
Like, do you know what I mean? So like they just doing shuttle runs. That was enough for me. Shuttle runs on 100, like a 50 yard, like field.
By
That's what I was going to do.
Hellbound saying there's slap tournaments. By the way, I think I seen that one night. I think that's been one of my couple of beers. Let's just go and see what you can find on YouTube. And like they slap each other in the face, don't they? But they knock each other out,
Mate.
don't they? They knock each other out.
Yeah, well, there's one guy that's knocked hundreds of people out, and if you see the guy's fucking hands, you'd understand
By
why.
the way, I've got slap hands. My hands were built to like farm. I don't do any manual labour, none. But my hands are made to dig holes. By the way, I've got giant hands. See, like you buy like large gloves and work, and what they've got is different size. Large gloves like come to like there on me. So you put them on, they're just this thing. What's up with this? What's up with these large gloves? They're large, tiny gloves that are giving me to do things with.
But you're not. You're not like a big guy though.
No, I'm not. No, but
So
my
if you
hands.
just get like big.
Aye. My whole family have got big hands. My brother and all. My mates used to call me ham hands.
Thanks.
Aye, no, I've got abnormally big hands for the size of my body. Aye, see, I'm a relatively big person. You're giant.
I'm no giant, mate.
Well, I'm like 6 foot. I'm 6 foot. I'm pretty broad. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a small person.
Are you 6 foot?
I think I'm 5'11". I just like to say 6 foot. Makes me feel more manly. My brother and my dad are 6 foot, and I feel as if I need to be the same size as them. I don't want to be the only one that's not.
Like,
I'm
like
getting pelters
Mickey's
off
dad.
Hellbound and all. Some shovel hands. No. I like to
Mickey's
think of them as
dad.
artisan hands. These are hands that create worlds, that build characters. Sorry.
Less sculptor's hands.
Aye.
No, Nicky's dad always says that he's 5'10", right? And I'm like, I'm 6'3", and I'm like,
Is that the height you are, by
your
the way?
dad's, aye, 6'3". I was like, he's no. I was like, your dad's no 5'10", your dad's 5'8". Your dad's kidding everybody on. That whole thing that like the girls like to do, like I'm not 5 feet. I'm 5.5 feet. Thank you very much. You just need to get on that wee half an inch like it matters. And when you're tall, you realise it's not so great being tall. Because when you're in shops, people ask you to get things done off of high shelves.
Does that
And you feel
really
like you need to
happen?
oblige. Aye, mate. Every single time I go to Aldi, every single time without a doubt, I could get Nicola in here to testify about it right now. It's ridiculous.
So they're alright to ask you to get stuff off shelves, but when you go to help them cross a road, they're all acting as if you're trying to mug them.
I know, that's what the fuck's that all about, huh?
Aye,
Don't understand old people,
they are.
you know that?
Just push them in the road next time.
Just push her in
Steal her bags, just that's she's expecting anyway.
Well, if you ever wanted this stream to be monetised, it's definitely not going to be done.
I don't think we're going that way. We seem to be losing viewers rather than gaining them.
I know. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Telling the same stories.
I feel as if they're getting better. I feel as if we're getting better at it. By the way, I say that. Remember I showed you the stats? We're something like the top 3% of Twitch streams.
Is Twitch dying?
No, I just don't think. I just don't think people. I think there's a lot of people that stream to none.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 10 people.
And they just do that, like
Aye.
on the regular.
Just keep.
That's
keep
I apologise. Did I butt there?
No, I never heard any. You're alright.
All right then.
The
Well, I
bells
didn't
you
butt
did
then.
move.
It's
I feel as if it's a good thing. Like I don't know. I feel as if we're creating a product while also sharing it. Because I want this to be something at some point. Well, obviously it is because it's the whole world Clyde Shots. But I feel as if we're more or less. We wouldn't have created so many pages if we weren't doing this every Saturday. Do you know what I mean?
aye.
Whereas I think it might be an
Definitely.
idea for us to just say, let's do the comic every Saturday.
I mean, see if we were able to do it. See if we were able to do it in Procreate. Like
Aye.
I'd happily sit in ink the pages that I've got
Aye.
left to ink. Do you know what I mean? I'd happily do that. But that's maybe something that we could look at for like a second issue, because I mean it would be beneficial to do that, considering the first issue is very much in two parts, with just that wee bit together at the end. And
Do you know what I've been waiting on as well? Like, see, did you signed up to? We spoke about him last week. Yeah, just done his first Kickstarter.
aye, Richard Morgan. Oh,
I'm kind of waiting to see what his is like before we do ours as well. There's a kind of lot of things like, what do we do? Because his has been a pretty good deal. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I paid too much for it. And I'd like to see what I'm getting, what content I'm getting, and then kind of weigh ours up to
aye.
what we're planning on doing. Just to see.
Made a mistake. Oh no. It's alright. Do you know what? I'm just going to have to bail at it. Sorry. Aye. Like his is very different to what we're doing though.
Aye,
I feel ours is getting very.
I don't mean the comic. I just mean the content involved for what you're getting. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Like I fear maybe we've kind of went a bit mental as far as content. You know, with our plans already.
That's
I
what
think we
feel
went
as well.
a bit crazy.
Aye, because I've got two coming. I've got that F or Clandestine Republic. He done that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That Martian one.
Isn't it? Oh, wow.
And everything's in Martian. Obviously, it's not a real language, but it's no. I've not got it yet. I've got Ewan's coming and all.
Gunviking.
Aye, I've got the first 3 issues separately, but we didn't do the 4th one individual, so we got the 4th. I'm getting that signed. But aye, that Clandestine Republic's him, Ewan. It's a toss up, man. I always feel weird now saying Hatch, right? Because I've had him on stream and I spoke to him a few times, but he's saying that he's one of my favourite artists. It seems weird. It's like me saying you're one of my favourite artists, which I wouldn't say that anymore.
Aye, but though.
Do you know what I mean though? It's a weird thing. Like, I feel as if I've spoke to him too many times to say that. I feel as if I don't know. I think
Um,
Hatch is boom phenomenal, man.
aye, definitely.
And I think they three are probably my favourites. And that it's weird, right? Because I don't know if anybody follows. Is it Efk? His name's it's a weird. It's Clandestine Republic. I don't understand what his name is or what his comic name is or what. I don't get it. But he does a lot of kind of females, and it's not something I'm normally into. Do you know what I mean?
You're not into females, that's alright, that's okay.
Not anymore, no, because I know what happens when you go with them.
You should
Babies
tell
come out,
Claire.
right?
Ah, you should tell
And
Claire,
see
I was
when
going to
babies
say.
come out, to realise you, no, not into that. Aye, but I'm not usually normally into that kind of art. But his stuff's
Aye,
just I don't know. It's so unique. It's so stylistic. I don't know. And
aye,
he does like the skin is always he uses pencils and stuff, and it's so detailed, and the skin looks so real, and everything else looks dead fake or black and white or comic-y looking. Don't know. Check him out. He's awesome. Stuff's awesome.
aye, because that's like a brilliant way how he's bringing the focus to the situation and what's happening by doing that. It's aye, stuff's beautiful, man.
He's got.
Um,
I've bought all his art books. And one of his art books has got. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. How come I feel as if I've lost my layer? You've stole mine. Look, you've stole my Santa one. This one here, layer 4.
oh,
Aye, look. Layer 4, Spaceboy. Totally mine. Isn't it?
how is that? I don't know how this program works
It's
sometimes,
cause
man.
you're in it.
It
You're
confuses
in.
the
You're
shit
in
out of
my
me.
layer.
No, I'm in layer 9 now.
No, get out it. It says, ask the owner to leave it or create a new layer.
Oh, right. I'm not in layer 4, dude. How do I leave it?
I don't know. Aye, you're in it now, ain't you? Right, now you're not in it.
I just went into it there,
Aye, I seen that,
but
aye.
now I'm out of it. I didn't know we could go into each other's layers. I thought it was a.
Aye, it did that. Ruined everything. Oh well, new one. What are you saying there?
No, I just I love the kind of concept art, kind of painterly style that he uses
Aye,
as well.
aye.
Like that's what I like about Richard's stuff too. It's it's really different, and it reminds me a lot of kind of Ashley Wood stuff. Um,
See, I know that
I
name, and I'm
like
trying to think, but I think this stuff's awesome, man. Like, it's so. I like the fact that it seems to paint on. Well, he does paint. He does do a lot of traditional, doesn't he?
aye,
It's always on black. He does a lot of that, and things look dead. It's dead, as if they're moving, as if everything's moving dead fast. I don't know if that's.
aye. It's got a lot of energy in it, man.
Aye, I'm rubbish at words. But it's probably not the best thing to do is have a podcast or a streaming thing when you're not very good at talking, right? But you know, that's what Spaceboy's here for. He's to kind of pick up the spaces that I don't get. Aye, it looks as if like he's always got the characters are always doing something, not just standing. Like see when you find something and you just draw characters. That's the way I used to be maybe a couple of years ago or a year ago. Just everybody was just standing there, doing nothing. But he's got that down. Everybody's doing something. There's always movement. Aye, it's energy.
Or there needs to be, man. Aye,
Look
there
this
needs to
piece here.
be.
The movement in this is phenomenal. He's lifting the fag up. He's took a drink. Look. The energy.
Aye, these wee things are almost like for us for like because like you usually draw a week. I'm drawing a week as well, and it's like when it comes to a Saturday, Saturday night, I'm just like, I'm just going to do something fun.
I enjoy it.
And
Like,
aye,
I'm not going to lie, there's certain times I think, "Oh, do you know what, I'm just going to tell them I can't bother doing it." But see, every time I'm on,
aye,
it's always good.
I know, I know. I'm the same. I was actually feeling a wee bit like that the night. I was like, oh man, I might just no date the day, and then I was like, no, because you'll enjoy it once you're doing it. So,
Aye, what else you got to do? Probably got to just sit on the couch and draw.
aye, but mate, that's exactly what I was going to do.
So I can't be bothered drawing. I'm going to just cancel that and just draw.
Aye, I'm going to cancel drawing for drawing.
So I'm always curious,
Aye, there's
is there anybody that been listening in tonight that's new? Is this the first time you've watched what we do, or... I mean, we're totally open to some chat. I felt as if it was... See when you didn't come on last week, everybody in the chat was brilliant. They all kind of helped me out. Loads of questions, loads of stuff. But I feel as if maybe like when the twos are on, there's less involvement in the chat. Do you know what I mean?
oh, right. Well, I mean, say stuff to us, ask us things, tell us things, tell us your hopes, dreams, and aspirations as artists or otherwise. Um, it'd be it'd be good to. I'm actually looking for my phone so I can see any sort of chat that's happening.
Hellbound. Zero.
Mm,
So right, we did mention last week that we were going to try and get Demetrius on this week.
yes.
We didn't do that. We didn't even
Look,
try.
no, no, no. But I will say to him this week and get him on.
Because
But
if you're not getting him next week, maybe ask him early as, and if he's not, it'd be good to get somebody else on. I'm obviously
yes,
putting forward Hellbound or
aye,
Zero to be on. If you
aye,
two would be up for it,
definitely.
guys. If you are doing it, you would have to join the chat as well if you can.
I asked Zero a couple of weeks back. I'm sure.
And then let them down over and
No,
over again.
I could be up for it at some point. I'm sure. I might be talking crap, but did I actually say that? Maybe I dreamt it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Um, I did have a couple of beers the other night when I was doing that Ren and Stimpy thing. So
Oh, by
I,
the
I
way, that
don't know,
ended up
man.
awesome.
I might have dreamt it.
I do feel as if
Feels like
you ruined the whole concept though, because he drew Ren and he was all bloody and that. And I think he's obviously murdered him, and then you put him in there and destroyed that whole vision that I had of the
oh,
image.
mate. Do you know what? See after I did it, I forgot to put that. I forgot to unhide the layer with the blood in it. Now the layers with the wee bits of blood, I forgot to unhide them.
Oh,
The only reason I
had
put
you planned that out? That wasn't you just kind of doing that?
what do you mean?
Like he sent you the files?
Aye.
Right, right. I thought you'd just seen the image and then thought, wait a minute, I'm going to add this to this.
No, I just asked him. I just asked him if I said I really want to do a Stimpy now beside that Ren, and he sent me the files. So
Brilliant.
it was good fun, man. It's been a good while since I've done a sketch or something random that's not been like, you know, this or work that I've been kind of. It's always work that I'm doing myself or work that I'm doing for something else or
That's the way I feel lately and all.
graphic design stuff or fucking aye.
That's why I think, like, I sometimes don't feel like doing this on Saturday, but every time I do it, it feels good. Do you know what I mean? We have my one
Oh, aye.
Santa in June. Again, I think this has turned out awesome. So, Zero says he's definitely up for joining, just let him know when.
Well, I mean, funnily enough, next Saturday at 9 o'clock, if the I don't I feel bad. I feel bad about like it's not that you're planned B or anything like that. It's just
No,
that we've
like, do you know? I've said it before. I feel as if like I know it didn't work for Demetrius as much, right? But I think people like I think Zero and Hellbound would work really well on the 2 minute drone challenge.
it doesn't work with everybody's styles, but
Aye, and I think they two would do
I
really
think
well.
it's
I think I say so. We should do like 1 week is the 2 minute drone challenge, and then it's next week it's me and you, and then the next week it's the person that done the drone challenge doing a comic with us, and then it's just me and you, and then next week again it's somebody new. Do you know what I mean? So Dimitri's done the drawing challenge, so it's his turn to do the comic, and then we would get Zero or Hellbound in, and they would do the 2 minute drawing challenge thing, and then the next week would be us on our own, or we would speak to the people, and if it suits their situation better, we could do them 2 weeks in a row. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that will work round them. Do you know what I mean? Because we're kind of easy going. We've got kids. We don't go anywhere or do anything. So,
no sad bastards that draw stuff.
But I think so you should do it. I think that 2 minute thing's fun. It's good fun. The people enjoy it.
It is a good
Do you know
laugh.
what I mean?
It is, man.
It's good laughing about the thumbs up.
It's a good and everybody turns up.
So I'm going to say it was definitely a weird experience. The first time meeting them or speaking to a guy you've looked up to as an artist for years, and you're doing these things, and you think, I like a wee bit of banter here, and I'm not too sure what to do.
and you're like, oh aye, you know, the guy that actually has talked to him many times.
He's not
Is he
here.
even here? Like, fuck you, spaceboy.
What else have I got here? So I've done my Patreon. Did I do my Patreon? Did I tell you I've got a Patreon? That I don't like
Mate,
talking
do you
about
know
it.
what?
I don't like talking about my
I
Patreon.
think you said something about a Patreon. Aye. You might have done.
School box. What does that even say? Spray paint. I have actually get through my whole list of stuff to say this week. Normally I write stuff. I've got a list of stuff that I write down before I come on, and I try to get through it. And normally I don't because there's that much. But to be honest, there's not very much on it this week at all. I also use this as my sorting my pens out, dabbing them. Got these weird pens, right? I've got to find one out. It's funny because I feel as if when I'm on stream it looks as if I've sat everything just in arm's reach to kind of pull out to show on stream, but my art corner is very, very small and everything is just condensed to be at that length. So these things here, right, these Tri-Blend Spectrum Noir. So it's one pen but it comes with 3 shades of the same colour. Right? So I've not had a mess. Well, I have had a wee mess about them. That was like 3 different shades of blue. Obviously I drew a TV. But
Actually.
it's definitely. So I got a blue. I think I got a blue, a pink, and an orange, and I felt these guys at Scrollbox know me. I mean that's totally my 3 favourite colours. Aye, orange, pink, orange, and blue. That's what I got. That's awesome, isn't it? Can't remember my point now.
I can't even see them because I can't find my phone. My phone's disappeared. It's run away. Hey, hey. There you're there.
What was my actual point in that whole thing that I was saying there? I was talking
I
about these
know, but
pens.
you were trying to show. I know you were showing the thing, but the pens, but I couldn't see them. I felt a bit jealous.
Aye, baby,
Shows them again. Shows your pens again.
these things here, they're weird, they're hexagonal. Wait a minute, right? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hmm.
6. Hexagonal, that's right, isn't it?
Yes,
Aye,
that's right.
so look at these, right? So it's pink, right? Let's call it. It's pink, but see at this end, it's a lighter pink. So it's light pink, medium pink, dark pink, all in the one pen.
Hmm.
I like that, by the way. I hate alcohol pens. Absolutely hate them. But I'm definitely going to mess about with these, see what I can come up with. Because one of the other cool things and always this is going to sound. I get glitter, right? I've never. I keep seeing this culture hustle. See, like do the black is
Uh-huh.
black and the pink is pink.
Aye, Stuart Semple. Uh-huh.
Aye. So they've got the Gold Dazzle, non-toxic, plant-based. I like plant-based. It's glitter, gold glitter. I'm totally going to make something with this. There's going to be something. I like that. See, getting stuff like that. I wouldn't buy glitter. I would never go to shops and buy it. But see, when you're like, getting things like scroll box or things like that, and it comes, I'll definitely use it. Do you know what I mean? Because
Uh-huh.
it came with this as well. By the way, they're still. I think they're still on a fiver on their site. It came with. I've not even opened it yet. Let's open it live on stream. Yeah, you get an opening. Is that what you call it? Kids love this stuff. Unboxing, aye, that's the unboxing of a glue pen.
I
Oh,
think you're opening something different, mate.
no, what?
I think you're opening something different.
That's a glue pen.
No.
I missed it. I don't get it.
I feel that I don't want to repeat it again because I feel that it will lose its impact.
I'll listen back. Aye, so this is
Right,
a
listen, but
this is a glue pen, but it's like a pen. Do you know what? I don't want to squeeze it because I'm over the top of my iPad, right? But we'll have a look at this tomorrow, maybe. And aye, so maybe can do some. It's PVA glue in a pen. Awesome. What else did I get?
well, that
Let's
works.
go for it. Yeah. I've got loads of pencils. Loads of pencils. I get a brown, a green, and a red pencil. I get two normal pencils.
Pencil.
A brown, aye. I won't use them. The kids can get them. There's no way I'm ever going to use them. There's
Aye,
no
mate, I did the exact same thing as well. That's it. What's all the shite colours? Yep. They're going in Corey's.
Brown, green, and red. Aye, yep. Never use them. I know there's red in this, but that's 3 colours. See if you go on my Instagram account, and you can find the colours getting used. I'll send you a packet of stickers. First person only, right? Just in case. Saying that. And then there was 2 sketching pencils, but they seem alright. This one's gold. Aye, seems like a nice pencil. No, I don't know what to expect. I normally use mechanical pencils. I think just for the convenience and not having to sharpen them. Aye, this is all
Aye.
£15.
I think
By the
mechanical
way,
pencils are better.
Aye, I've got a nice one. What did I get? I've got a nice wee metal one that's nice and heavy. It's got a good weight to it. Do you know what I mean? That seems to be one of my biggest things about pens and pencils is weight. Get a nice blue and a nice yellow Faber-Castell pen. Yellow's always good.
Aye, pencils need a bit of weight. I think all things that you're drawing we need a bit of weight to them. Well, They don't need a bit of weight, but
Aye,
like
no,
the thing about the Apple Pencil that makes it so good
aye,
and
it's,
sets
it's,
it
it's
apart
heavy.
from every other stylus I've used, it's heavy, aye. It feels like you're holding something. It kind of adds to the kind of tactile feeling of the drawing when you actually feel like you're drawing something.
And have you got a paper like screen on yours?
No, I do not.
Oh,
I've
come
just
on,
got
man. We talk about this. Have you got a rubber nib?
raw dog in it.
A, a rubber nib? A rubber nib.
Get a rubber nib. No rubber nibs here, sir.
So you're just drawing the pen on glass?
Well, there's like a thin screen protector I'll tap it, aye. But it's not a one of the paper like ones.
By the way, you need to get something like the rubber nibs. At least give you some sort of friction. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but it just feels so good. All
Oh,
that slipping and
do you,
sliding.
do you like it?
Aye.
Oh man, I've got the
Oh mate,
I've got the paper like one, and it's game changing for me. By the way, I'm still going through this. You keep talking. I'm going through what I got for £15 for Scrollbox. This is all still the same stuff. This be pocket sketch pad, right? This is awesome. It looks like it's really nice quality paper. I know. I like it. Look, Hatch stickers. I don't know who that other artist is, but I know who Hatch is. Got a Hatch print and stickers. Some sort of brown card, I think. It comes with a booklet, but I just threw them in the bin. So this might have just been like fillers or like spacers for something else, but I can draw on that. Baby, it is nuts. Oh look, that is an awesome print. That is nice as well. Don't know who it is though. Maybe tell you in the back. Angelica Schuttel. Schuttel? I don't know. A5 watercolour paper, 8 sheets. Baby, see for that alone, that's going to cost you like £8, isn't it? A5.
aye, A5, aye, watercolour paper, aye. But about a fiver maybe.
Aye, I mean that's brilliant. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'll do something with it. A5 layout pad, 20 sheets. That's like the paper. That must be some type of paper. That's like the pads I've got that I didn't know what they were. It's like super thin, but it's bleed proof. Dead
Aye,
smooth.
layout stuff for her.
Aye, so that's actually the name of it. Layout pad. Learning something every day. You'd think I was an artist.
Every day's a school day, mate.
For
Every
me it
single
is.
day's a school day.
Holy. What else can I get? By the way, there's more. Like, this isn't it. Then you get on and get the ones you want. The Faber-Castell. Somebody messaged me, I shared these, right? I shared these on my story, and somebody says to me they paid £11 for this same packet. £11 for 4 Faber-Castell pens, and I got all of this for £15. Free delivery, by the way.
Right, I'm sorry, I'm concentrating on writing type here.
Aye, don't worry, I'm talking to you in this chat. Oh, another pen, and no, sorry, another pencil. Do you know what? Give me as many pencils as you like, because I've got them lying everywhere. I definitely prefer the gold one, it's like some sort of sketch. And they gave you a Molotow 0.4 black liner. As you know, one of my favourite pens. They've got a good weight to them, really nice ink. The black ink is definitely very, very black, and it dries super, super fast. And a rubber, which I need, because my rubber's looking a bit worn, so I've got a new one now. There you go. So if anybody's interested, check out Scrawlbox and get yourself some cheap boxes now. That went on for a wee bit longer than I thought about it.
So, aye, I'm gonna go and check it out.
By the way, £5 a box, free delivery. Do you know what I mean? That's brilliant for what you're getting. Because the way I look at it is, see if I can get see each box, if I can make something and sell it for £5, you can just pay for your box.
That's true.
Sorry. I mean, as soon as I put gold on something, surely that's doubling the value whatever I've done.
And if you make it glittery,
Sorry,
well,
I might say that it's gold glitter. So it's gold and glittery. That's what Hellbound says, use it as Daffy in a TV. I think you were on to a winner. So we've got two options. I've got an orange one here, right? Oh no, wait, we've got three. So I've got an orange one, I've got a pink one that I've been working on, and I've got a red one. What one would look nicer with gold glitter on the screen? I think it would go well with this one. A nice wee glittery screen in the middle. You can't see what I'm showing, can you? Know?
I can't, mate. I can't see it. My phone's decided that it's not going to cooperate.
I think it's better that you just concentrate on drawing anyway, because the time it takes you to do that is
Just,
red. Oh, you've picked out the only one I didn't think. That's kind of that's through a spanner in the works here, Hellbound. Aye. Gold. It would the gold and red is very seasonal. A bit like the piece of artwork we're doing right now. Are you planning out what you're saying?
aye.
You do know that this one here that is all squinty.
What ones? Aye.
Aye, is it meant to be?
Aye.
Aye.
It's aye. They're not meant to be uniformed or anything like straight.
Still let me do the speech bubbles.
They're not meant to be uniformed. I'm just trying to make them big enough so that I can write inside them.
And then you'll tidy them up when we're done.
No. Is this going to stay with you all night? Is it? Be honest.
It's like even this bit here. See like how this is thicker than.
Look. Wait here.
I don't worry. I'll go around it. I'll have a wee tidy up with them. Can you use text in this? Or are you going to handwrite it in?
Aye.
It's funny
try to work
because
it
before we came on the stream tonight.
What, you've turned into a robot again?
Oh, sorry. Before we come on the stream tonight, can you hear me alright?
No, it's shouting at me. No, mate. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Before we came on the stream tonight, there was something that annoyed you, but I can't remember what it is now. We can't get these wee kind of things like I can't have. Well, it was I was drawing the squares, remember?
I can't have there's squares sitting a certain way.
Aye.
It, it blows my mind,
So
and I can't focus in what I'm doing. Aye, so that's fair enough, mate.
it's not
Fair
just
enough.
me.
Well, do you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to see this one here. I'm going to switch them around because it's supposed to be. Wait, don't bother drawing anything else, dude.
Oh,
I'm rubbing that one out. Right, I'm rubbing the two out because it's to say something else here.
aye, gold and red's definitely a very Christmassy colours, isn't it?
Eh?
Sorry, I'm talking to the chat.
Right.
I was also thinking that see, sound like we're kind of out of lockdown and stuff.
Uh-huh.
We should.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm also talking to the missus at the same time. I say talking, I'm like pointing
Alright.
and stuff and trying to make conversation. We definitely need to get some sort of collab painting thing done, even if it's just like an A3 something. Just fire it down to each other. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, mate. We need to get a few.
Aye,
Done.
aye, definitely.
Like we need, I think I think a good thing would be to get to work out something that we could do, like quote a few canvases in the same day.
Aye,
Just spend a right good few hours sitting drawing, like doing the canvases together. Like for the group show, for the show we're doing together. Sorry, not group show. Just two. But
it
a
might be.
group of two.
No, because we spoke about how it might not be just be the two ways.
Aye, well, we might have a kind of wall with some other things. But
Nice.
the majority of the gallery is going to be
Aye.
World's Collide stuff.
I think I was saying to you, like, obviously I'm drawing a lot of TV stacks, right? And it's because of the whole being able to reproduce artwork. It'd be cool if we can come up with an idea that we've got like that. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Like, oh, that's a spaceboy and Imrie. That's their thing. Like a recurrent image. I think it's a good thing to have.
I thought the crab was great for that. I thought the crab was brilliant. Like the drunk crab thing.
Aye.
But again, there's no like a lot of what you're just kind of doing mechanical legs on it. Do you know what I mean? There's no much it's no, and then a lot of the focus is on the character that's sitting in the thing. So it'd be good to do something that had both focuses to both parts.
I'm sure we can come up with something. So definitely like things of your art that stand out is definitely been yours and then mine. I think we can maybe combine the two of them to create something that we can hammer out massive amounts of copies so we can make loads of money and the little amount of work we can do. But
Aye, that's the goal, isn't it?
I seen like sorry, on you go, man. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying to do something that's easily reproducible that fills a need.
I've seen that
You know what I mean? That
people's
people
values be dropped, being all that every days or whatever it's called.
are like,
Massive, aye, and people are coming out and saying he's just using the same things. He's just doing the same thing over and over again. Why is it? He's just using like stock images or like he's created, and he's just using them over and over again. Like, why is this worth money? And by the way, it was like a company. It was. I'm trying to think what it's called. Is it? It's not a hedge fund, right? But it's a group of people with a lot of money that all got together with their lots of money and bought his that every days.
uh-huh.
And say like they bought it for so many million. It's worth like what, a quarter of that already. They think now they don't think they can be like sell it.
Wow,
Aye,
really?
well, everybody's kind of come out. So what's so cool about that? Stuff's pretty.
Well,
And see the thing is, see when you look at his stuff, he has got good stuff, right? But it is always the same stuff. If you know what I mean? If,
aye, because it's stuff that he kind of he just wants to make an image that says something, some idea,
aye,
some wee idea that he's had in his head. You know what I mean? Um, and then he just puts it together in a 3D package.
aye. Like, he's always got Trump. He's got Kim Jong Il, whatever he's called.
Oh mate, he's got loads of assets. Got
But
loads of assets that
when
he
you've got like
uses.
thousands of them, it becomes similar.
Aye, it does.
Aye.
It does. It does. But I mean, you know, he's laughing all the way to the bank now. So, um,
Oh no, that nothing. I mean, his stuff's. If you had to pick his best pieces, I mean, his stuff's still awesome. Do you know what I mean?
aye,
But I think as people are starting to worry a wee bit more about the whole investment side of the cryptocurrency.
aye. Should wait a minute. Should I be putting all my money into crypto, or should I be putting all my money into food and bullets? Huh? What should I be
I
doing?
don't know. See if
What's
that's
the
the only two
sensible
choices.
option here?
None of them are anyone I would choose.
What?
Should I put all my money into crypto or should I put all my money into food and bullets? I mean,
I'm just.
is that your kind of train of thought? Aye, is that?
No, I'm
So
just saying. I'm
let's put
just
it to
saying
the
it's
chat.
like
What
the
would
kind of
you
way the
pick?
world's going.
Food or bullets or crypto?
Aye. I think.
A digital currency that I spend far too much time reading on, which seems to have no actual real value other than people buying stuff so they can sell them on again, or food and bullets.
Aye.
By the way,
Aye.
so growing up, I was never allowed a slingshot, right?
Uh
As
huh.
my boy's 5, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get him a slingshot. So I bought one off Amazon. It came with these wee clay pellets, and I thought this will be cool. We'll go out to the garden. I got my jigsaw out and I cut targets. I cut targets and I painted them and stuff. And I thought this will be awesome. We'll hit these targets and the clay bullets will shatter. Man, this thing is deadly.
Aye. He doesn't have it anymore, does he?
No,
Aye.
no, there's no way. In my head, I thought this will be fun. You see, when I got it, I thought this is awesome. This is awesome. There's no way he can have this.
Aye, mate. I did something similar with Corey a couple of weeks back, and I found a plastic bowl. It's a Disney shop bowl, right? From Aria. Like it was for the movie Brave.
Right.
When Brave came out,
I
she
just
had
watched
this.
that just like 2 days ago. First time ever.
We got her the brilliant. We got her the bowl and the quiver, and it had like wee suction cup arrows in it. So it was just a typical bow and arrow set that you used to get when you were a kid. Um, but the only difference was um, this one didn't have any arrows left. All the arrows were broken. So I was like, let me see, what can I do? I'll make some arrows, right? So I went down to we'll just get the garden, we'll get in the process of getting the garden done. And there was a couple of sapling trees that had been pulled up. So I went down with my knife and I took like a couple of like sticks, the same kind of length as the arrows were, and like actually like shaved all the bark off them and everything, and made wee knocks at the end of them so that I could put them onto the bow. Then I was like that with the bow. I think I need to tighten the string in this. So I tightened up the string in it, took my wee guy down the back, and I was showing him how to shoot the bow. And there's bags of cutting, like vines and everything there. And we fired one of these arrows into the bags, and the arrow just disappeared. Like it flew straight and true and disappeared for about 10 feet away. And I was like, hey, Daddy's going to have to take that off you, pal. Okay, hey, you can't play with it anymore. And making my way back up the stairs after 5 minutes. And Nicky was just like, you make that into a weapon? And I was like, yeah. Like,
Again. That's what that conversation sounded like. What have I told you, William Spaceboy? You can't keep turning the kids' toys into weapons. That comes back to that totally comes back to that thing that we were going to do. Remember? The kids book that wasn't a kids book.
Yes, mate. And
I forgot all about that. I totally forgot all about that. That's
mate, I had a great. I just had a fantastic idea, and we'll talk about it here in case somebody steals it. Right.
We're all in good company. Come on. If people come to watch our stream, they should like to hear our ideas
Well,
firsthand.
I was just thinking maybe for the gallery show that it would be good to have a couple of, pardon me, like a series framed, like if we made them, because we talked about it being like paper cuts. If we made like a bunch of framed ones, or telling a wee story.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like just in a wee row.
Aye, because
or like above each other, just like wee scenes.
We initially spoke about it looking like paper cuts, but aye, what you're talking about would be pretty cool, having them actually framed paper cuts, like hand-drawn paper cuts.
Yeah,
Aye. That's awesome. That's a brilliant idea.
Aye.
Hellbound would definitely be buying food and bullets.
Aye, that's it. See, that's it. That's because you don't live in Glasgow, mate. That's what the problem is.
Good to see. He lives in Kilmarnock, the same as me.
Oh, does he?
Aye.
Oh well.
We're
Maybe he knows something about Kilmarnock you don't.
I've only been here for like 7 years. I don't really know it.
How do you spell deliveries?
You're asking me.
Oh fuck, mate! I'm a 36-year-old man. And I'm asking somebody how to spell deliveries. How do I spell deliveries? No, don't tell me. Don't anybody tell me. I'm ashamed that I even asked it. Go tell me. Somebody tell me. Tell me, Craig. Tell me.
D-E.
You heavy googled that there, didn't you? You just went and googled that.
Do you honestly think I'm going to go on a stream and try to tell you how to spell something without googling it? See, even if he says spell toad, I don't know why that's the word that came in my head, right? Deliveries.
Whoa, right. Deli.
Veries.
Aye, that's what I wrote the first time. But apparently I didn't know how to spell it.
But why are we even asking me? Hellbound is in the chat.
Oh no, Carol, where were you?
He was there. He's there. I turned around and looked and it was there. He did not let us down. Should there be like in the bottom one? Yeah, me too.
No, I think just Santa sitting there.
Is it obvious enough?
Well, I mean, look, a stethoscope here. and
Is it obvious
and
enough?
he says Doctor Dunn on his thing. I'd like to think it was obvious enough. I mean, it's like gets to a point where you don't want to have to take everybody's hand and lead them down the garden path. It's I think that's pretty.
I feel as if even maybe just like a yeah for Santa at the end, something. Do you know what I mean? As if I'm trying.
Aye, okay,
As if he's like,
okay.
as if he's agreeing with him, not just asking him a question. As if he's saying
Aye,
also,
Santa saying that. Yeah, no, see just the yeah
aye.
at the very end. That's aye, that's good. I'm going to put a wonky box in here. Right here, big wonky one. Here we go.
Rest me out.
Oh,
Don't
you've got
worry,
a line in
I'll
there,
fix
dude.
all that when you when you draw it. God, where is that line? What's that for there, man? What are you doing to me? Aye, that's it, that's it. What do you mean is Santa drunk? Is Santa not a drunk? It's not real Santa. It's somebody kidding on his Santa. It's June.
How many guys have you seen with a big red nose, a big huge beard, a huge massive belly, covered in dirt that isn't a drunk? You tell me any other person other than Santa?
I thought you were talking about me there.
Oh no! You've not got a big red nose. Okay. Right. I think this is done.
I think it's done. I
Um,
think we can.
I'm kind of done for the night as well.
Aye.
I'd like to go to my bed.
My plan was to have this one a pretty short one, and it's turned out to be
Aye,
one of the longest ones.
I know, and it's not even that complex either. It's just there's a lot more talking these days.
No,
Talking shite.
I was finished years ago.
Aye, mate. Look, I'll be honest with you. I've not really did much. And see when I was up in the second panel, I was kind of just drawing things and rubbing things out and drawing them again.
You did.
No, for the fact that it needed done. Just that like, I could have left it so many times. I just didn't. I don't know. It's like I enjoy the drawing it. I enjoy the kind of just messing about, being able to kind of the freedom of doing what you want to do.
It looks
But
good.
maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
I'm fine with it.
Maybe
I'm
I
not
should.
going anywhere, so we're all good. You do know
I
that you're
like
going
how
to be
it
up in the
does.
next 6 hours, so
I like how it. Ah, what's that?
you
Hey?
probably be woke up in the next 6 hours with a Wayne.
Oh fuck, aye, man. Oh no, I need one.
No, I'm definitely not Santa. If I could grow a beard like that or a moustache, I'd be well chuffed. I've got this whole thing where my beard doesn't join my hair, so I've got this kind of bald patch between the bottom of my ear and the top of my ear. Nah, that's the only thing stopping me from being Santa.
Well, I mean,
You're listening to say
that's not
what
a
you
lot,
talk
mate.
about.
Aye.
Somebody says Imrie is now officially confirmed as Santa.
Well, I don't. Oh, I was going to say something terrible. Right, I'm going to finish it because I was just starting to get
Aye.
really, really crude. So
So if you
I'm
want
not
to
going to
finish it off
take
with
it
a
the
theme
night.
tune, if anybody wants to comment on what we've drew, if anybody wants to share if they were drawing along, you've got the next 10 seconds and then we'll probably go to end the stream, guys. Thanks a lot for joining in. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And hopefully we'll see you next
Appreciate
week.
it. Next week.
Yep, we will probably think about